sure
And we
he
are live.
literally more directly faked his death then instead of, to get away from life of crime and into witness protection.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Uh,
That's what we call progress.
yeah. Well, I mean, he immediately goes back to it
Well,
once his friends show up.
shame on him.
Yeah, he does not stay out of it at all.
That is not what we call progress. In fact, that is quite probably the opposite.
It's not quite probably. It is the opposite.
Well, it's like the big thing is that the plot of the game is that he is completely unsatisfied in the life he has after leaving crime. Like his family hates him, he hates them. His son's a deadbeat. He just like sits out on his porch next to his pool and like listens to old music and is like, damn. And he's just as unhappy all the time. And then Franklin shows up and gets him back into crime. And the moral is crime rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe not, but
Right, guys. Crime always pays. Remember that.
I'll say it's like one of
Pays
those.
and even if it doesn't pay monetarily, it pays in fun. Crime's fun. Commit crimes. Go kill people and stuff. It's awesome.
We are live.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the point.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
preaching.
Just
Let's
making
Let's make sure that we don't violate TOS here.
If they banned us for that, then Twitch has become a totalitarian state, and in that case, we would want to be on Kick anyway, I guess.
Hoorah.
Just like every Korean streamer, because Twitch just got shut down in Korea.
Oh my god.
Why'd I get shut down in Korea?
Apparently, it was too much money to host there. Apparently, the Korean government is kind of hard to work with, and when it comes to like getting online services to be available in their country. Like apparently Netflix is considering pulling out of Korea too.
Wow. That's pretty big.
That's pretty big.
Ah, that's why my Deluxo wasn't sure. Davis, you will be sad to hear that you do not, in fact, get to raid the casino.
I had tempered my expectations.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let us have a really fun, no Russian mission inside of this casino where I can dead all the people working there and all the stupid gamblers, but a boy can dream.
Yeah, no, you had to go to a morgue and take it off of a dead valet.
Tragic.
So it wasn't even like one of the blackjack people. It was a valet person, which just makes it sad.
Yeah, like if it been one of the people running the tables, I'd get to at least feel glee that they died. But no, some rando. Some poor valet.
They cheat, dude. No, it's the fact that like when I went to the high roller table, it immediately like the dealer immediately got like a straight flush.
That doesn't
Yeah,
happen in
I
blackjack.
haven't played at the high roller tables, but I assume they're even more rigged, which is awesome. Just really fun.
I mean, at least like the max bet is 50K. So I mean, it makes it easier to make money off of it if you can win.
Easier to lose money too, which is
yeah
great when it feels like you can't win because you pull a straight and then you get hit with a fucking straight flush.
Yeah. No, because if I'm not mistaken, I had a regular flush. So I was like, oh, I got this. All in. Let's go.
From the last time we talked about it, you had something really good, and you're like, all right, yeah, I'm going to throw down. And then you get hit with, oh, they somehow have the perfect river. Like, this is somehow perfect for them, even though it was already good for me.
No, it's so estúpido.
Oh, wow. Why'd everybody go quiet?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a good question.
Just chilling.
Man, I love this character that has a plus 13 to initiative and just rolled a 32. Wow.
Needless to say, they will be going first.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope y'all don't ever have to fight this individual.
Let me shoot over to Aaron's chat. Nice.
Oh my gosh. Like, dang. When you can roll a 3 and it's still a 22 to hit. That's beautiful.
Can we not fight them?
No.
It sounds like it should be optional, especially because there's two of us. Like two of us versus that, let alone we don't even get to have Caleb.
Yeah. It is 7:05 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you're a second too late.
Action. No, I wasn't.
Oh,
I
you
was
were on
watching
mine.
the seconds tick down.
Oh, well, you were late on mine.
Well, there's latency,
Yeah, I'm
Steve.
stream delay stuff.
I'm not talking about on stream. I'm talking about on Discord.
We'll just coming over the internet.
Yeah,
Exactly,
Yeah.
latency.
I know what latency is. But I'm saying
Yeah, your brain's got latency.
sometimes
True.
that's the damn truth.
Welcome to the stream, guys.
Bam.
Do you want to kick us off?
Sorry, I'm playing with some things, seeing how much damage I could hit you with a couple of these spells if I so desired. And some of these aren't
Steven,
that
I'd like to rescind my comment about your brain having latency.
Oh, like that one? That just did 96 damage.
Yeah, no, that would, I wouldn't even get that save.
Man, instant death,
That one
no
did
saves.
115. Wow.
In other news, did you guys know that Happy Wheels is still a thing?
Still kicking, baby. I love that game as a kid. That shit was so fun.
They switched it over so it didn't need Flash, so they got it like right before Flash died.
Wow.
Yeah, that Flash dying is like the death of my childhood, honestly. So many fucking great browser games were lost.
Like Super Smash Flash, that was such a fun game. It was Super Smash Bros, but
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the characters that everyone wanted.
You got fucking Goku, Naruto, fucking everybody.
Ichigo.
Fucking Ichigo, everybody, man.
I know I used to have the like the downloaded version, and I don't
I did too.
I don't know if that still works or not.
On my very old hard drive.
Yeah, back on my laptop from before I got my PC. That's what we should do. We should have a stream where we just play Happy Wheels.
That would rock.
Look for D&D themed maps.
Wow. Adventure.
I did buy the Minecraft Dungeons and Dragons
Okay.
from the marketplace, and it's so far it's not that bad. Like it's got actual like voice acting and stuff.
All
That's
right.
okay.
All right. Well, I want to go ahead and welcome everybody in for another episode of From the Shadows, presented by the Dice Room. If you notice, today we have our third lovely player replaced by Ben. That is because something has come up and Caleb was not able to join us. But
It's finals. We're all in. Most of us are still in school.
yeah,
So.
yeah.
And poor guy literally got saddled with the final at 7 p.m. That is just like, regardless of D&D stream, that is ridiculous.
That is pretty brutal.
What the hell was that about?
But I am Steven, I am your DM for this campaign, and we will again go in the top down over on my right, I guess y'all's right, introducing our players and their characters.
Alrighty, that starts me off because I'm always on top. I'm the best. I am the Chappy VA, or Chaps, or Dylan, or whatever. We call me a bunch of different names. And I play Damien Hearthstone, the Dhampir Barbarian, who may or may not know that he is a Dhampir. And
Okay,
yeah.
so he hasn't been lying to us. That makes me feel better. I am Davis, and I play Bryn, the Kenku Ranger, and his crow companion, Scav.
All right. And then two other things before we get into it. If I appear low on energy today, it's because I am, and I apologize. The other thing is, if you notice in the bottom left corner of the stream, you will still see two games flashing in and out from our partner, Oak Lounge Games. If any of those pictures interest you, I highly recommend you go check out their website, which is linked on our Twitch. And if you do see something on their website that you want to buy, please don't forget to use the promo code DICEROOM10 at checkout for 10% off the total price of your purchase, and we get a little bit of that as well. So it helps us keep putting out more content.
That's right. Bigger than Critical Role one day. Bigger than Critical Role one day. This is the start. That is absolutely no offense meant towards Critical Role. If you want to have me on the show, I would be more than happy
If
to
anything,
be on
that
the
should
show.
be a compliment. They're the goal.
Yeah.
But with that, I think we are going to go over roughly what happened on our last session. So we had our 11th session on December 4th. Ultimately, the party continued their trek into Klingeman's Cave, where they were able to complete 3 riddles that were bestowed upon them in record time. A little bit frustrating how fast that was. They were.
If you missed that, go check out our TikTok.
They were able to make their way into the treasure room and slay the 3 enemies in there. And when they went to go grab the loot, they were transported to a demi-plane where they were introduced for a second time to Kaguya. And Kaguya then disappeared, and they had to fight 8 shadows. These shadows are a homebrew variant designed to be intentionally difficult, and they failed to defeat them, and Kaguya informed them that he will test them again and they need to get stronger. So as soon as they came back, they started going through the loot, and that is where we left off.
Mm-hmm. Remind me what the ring did again?
The ring was the Risky Ring. It straight up came from Baldur's Gate. I don't know if it is an actual 5e item, but what it does is it gives you advantage on attack rolls, but disadvantage on all saving throws.
I'm pretty sure it is. And
So in the right circumstances, it's a pretty busted ring.
oh, it is. It's. Is that? Okay. I'm gonna put it in my equipment. Or in my backpack. I'm not equipping it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not require attunement.
Oh, so shoot! If we need to, gain just random advantage, just slip that puppy on.
Yeah.
Oh
Absolutely.
man, that's great.
But so with where y'all were, there was of course the sword of which Hygith took, but Hygith is in a magical slumber and got teleported to the back of the wagon that is outside, where he will be sleeping for as long as it takes.
Very peacefully.
Very peacefully.
Like a baby.
What's her name? El Toro is using astral projection and is comforting him in his sleep. Consensually. Consensually.
He doesn't want to drink the tea, Steven. Don't make him drink the tea.
But so, I think we said there was a couple thousand gold in there. I believe it was enough for 1,000 for each of you.
Sha.
Let me see. I have it in my notes.
Oh, I'm proud of
I
you.
know I added 1,000 gold to mine.
It sounds right. It's also I forgot to open my notes, so now that reminded me to. Well, it says we give 500 to Hygith. So why are you
Oh wait.
I
No,
think
it was
500 apiece? I think.
500 apiece.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So does that mean you need to take 500 out of your inventory?
No, I think I may have just done math wrong and
It's all right.
thought I had. Yeah. Either way,
But we
I've
we got loads of money, don't we? Like we're kind of
Yeah.
rich again.
Well, my goal is to make y'all the richest mother truckers in all of the continent.
Good.
So Hygith can lose it all gambling.
He's not touching our. Okay. Hey, Bryn, we're getting a lot of money. Maybe one of us should be the kind of party accountant.
You're not having my money,
Oh no,
and I don't want yours.
I'm fine with it as long as as long as Hygith doesn't have all of our money.
I don't want to handle your money anyway. I want to handle my money and only my money. You keep yours. Choose how you want to spend it. This whole socialist put all your money into a pool thing, it isn't my style. I want to
Alright,
control my money.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Sorry. Damien will remember that.
On a serious note,
I don't get the point. What's the point, man?
I guess it's more for I guess when parties use encumbrance or coin weight.
yeah,
Like
if you have one person with a bag of holding.
I can see
Well,
that.
I'm not encumbered yet, so I'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully, we don't get. If we get that much money, I guess I'll just have to stop storing some of it on my person and put it in somewhere on the card or something.
Get a bank.
I was about to
Get a
say,
little safe or something.
you could open up a bank, but you use bags of transference.
That's actually
send it
not
back
a
and
bad
forth. That's a
idea.
good
So
idea, yeah,
you've
let's-
got saves
power
that you can
magic.
only physical. Yo, okay.
That's actually
I
really
know what we're
cool.
adding to Crossroads.
the bank. We gotta get good interest rates there.
Yeah, it's like you can store it here, abs completely safe.
What all do we need to find for Crossroads again?
Let me go check. Where is Crossroads? So as of right now, you need a governor/mayor, and you need farmers, and you have a dentist, but insert below. Now you need a bank.
I figure with Hygith not being around, this could be a good session to just kind of clean up some odds and ends, figure out what Crossroads
Oh,
needs, and
yeah.
try and secure it for the
Clear
town.
Clear up some good old side quests.
That type
I
shit.
mean,
Yeah.
There is still the curse around the college that we could take care of. That's quick. 20-minute trip, Morty. 20-minute trip.
In and out.
In and out.
Yeah, we could do that. I wonder where the hell we would find like a politician, someone who would be willing to run this town.
I mean, that's what professors do after they retire, right? They go into politics.
The dumb ones.
Some of them.
So I mean, we could probably find one at the college. There's got to be like a political science professor.
Is this like a magic college specifically? So they only have like, oh, this is the enchantments professor, the alchemy professor.
It is a magic college.
Okay, so I don't think they're gonna have any poli-sci professors.
I mean, I mean, it's poli-sci is magical.
Maybe,
So-
maybe we get an enchantment professor because they know enchantment magic, so they can keep the peace, quote unquote. You know, just
Oh yeah,
a little bit of
Keep
mass
'em-
brainwashing type shit. You know,
keep them. We could get some sheeple. Yes, we could do that.
No, I'm just spitballing here.
Bryn
obviously.
is a horrible, horrible influence on Damien.
He is. Damien should hang out with a different crowd because Bryn is unscrupulous.
Damien doesn't know what that word means.
Bryn wouldn't either. He has 8 intelligence.
Oh man.
Alright.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm
So-
coming up with something real quick.
So should we head back towards the college then?
Oh, I love how it doesn't recognize that's a word. Sure, y'all absolutely may.
I didn't like the tone of that.
No, I'm writing some things. I'm adding a couple professors to the college in case you want to meet them and try to recruit them. And one of them, we can't. Where's the strike through?
Marking that one off the list. That one is not going in.
We might get canceled if she showed up. And it would be my
Steven,
fault.
there's a few things that we might get canceled for here.
You're right. So, as you leave Klingman's cave, would you like to go the way you came, cutting across the path and go up through Thieves' Folly, and up through Cliffside, or would you like to try your luck through the marshes that lie above?
There's a big ass dragon right there.
Let me open my map up again.
With only 2 people, I think maybe we go up and go by Cliffside.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, I would like to say, I believe
Probably
you
a
would survive
black
this
dragon
encounter.
giving it the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Black dragons are prone to
say-
swamps.
Yes.
Hey, I got lucky.
Well done.
Ooh, tell you what, do we want to go back through Therilyn and do a little bit of shopping now that we've got some money?
Totally, yeah. We could go shop up a bit.
All right.
Great. So,
Um.
go up through Cliffside and into Therilyn.
Okay, great. So, as you make your way in, have y'all visited here before already? I need to check.
Have we been to Thelren? I feel like if we did, it might have been when we were.
Yeah, we
trying to
did.
go
It was
past.
when we that's like the giant, like a bunch of shops, right?
No, that was the fount.
Oh, then no.
I don't
well,
have
they're only
I don't have
whatever.
it marked that you've been to Thelren.
Interesting. So yeah, now I mean we can just check this place out. We haven't been here.
All right.
I think that we should long rest while we're here.
Yeah. I mean we undid all the damage that we suffered during that thing, but I agree still.
I mean, well, but
Just
we
to
went.
top us up.
We did go back to like whatever health we had before.
Yeah.
And-
How much damage had you taken? I'd taken a bit, but not that
I'd
much.
taken a little bit. I'd taken 8, but I mean, either way, it can't hurt to take a
Yeah,
long
man.
rest.
Might as well just get everything freshened up.
All right.
But yeah.
So as you make your way north of Cliffside, heading northeast along the path, you make your way to the gates of Thelren. And as far as appearance goes from the outside, it resembles Stonehollow to an extraordinary amount in the sense of there are massive stone walls where it looks like the city's sole intent was to be able to be basically as a stronghold to protect itself from invasion from an outside force. As you get closer, you make your way into the line to get through the gates. You go through and you see that the city itself, it looks significantly different than what you did see in Stonehollow. All the buildings here seem to be made of wood and thatch. It seems that you're able to see ruins of what appear to be once great buildings, but again, they are just reduced to rubble. It looks like Thelren is in the middle of rebuilding, at least on the outskirts, until you make your way towards the center. You see a couple more buildings that haven't been damaged as badly, and then there are a couple that did manage to make it out unscathed. As you enter into the heart of the town, there is a large gathering of individuals. You can hear a little bit of chanting, but from where you are, you can't quite make out what it is that they're saying. If you're just looking around, however, you can see that the town square does appear to have a little bit of place for people to trade, but you can hear the clanging of blacksmiths shops.
Black shops.
Whoops, over to your left. and you can smell the sweet aroma of food over down some alleys to your right.
Nice.
I guess let's check out this little crowd, see what they're gathering about.
And get ready to write down another side quest.
Maybe, I don't know.
Probably.
So as you come into town, you get into the actual center of the town. You can get closer. You can hear what everybody's saying. You hear people screaming and complaining. And as you get closer, you can see that there is a large man, heavier set, but not, not obese, wearing a lavish purple cape,
I want that cape.
standing on top of a soapbox, addressing the people, saying, people, I promise we are here to help. We know you have suffered great tragedy. We know we are all hurting together, but please trust in your mayor. We are doing our best. We have organized efforts to come and help rebuild. We will do everything required to make Thelrin, to make us great again.
Oh no, it's this crowd.
It's not supposed to be that.
I'm
Oh
joking.
no.
It's not supposed to be a political reference.
I know.
But-
I was joking.
But basically, what you see is you see a large man on a soapbox who appears to be dressed in wealthy garb, speaking to the people, saying, "We are here to help. We know there has been this tragedy that has struck, and you have not been forgotten. We are here with you."
Bryn,
Mm-hmm.
I want that cape.
Well, it is pretty fashionable. Let me get just a sec. I go over to someone at the edge of the crowd and I kind of tug at their sleeve and I ask, "Hi, I'm a stranger in these lands. Could you maybe tell me a little bit about what happened here in Thelrin to cause this mass destruction?"
And so you get the attention of a young woman, and she goes, "Oh my,
Roll it, Steven.
I'm on it. 8.
Listen,
I
Caleb
know
is.
how to pick 'em. I know how to pick 'em, okay?
Okay. And you get the attention of this attractive young woman, and she says to you, "It's like something provoked the dragon from the north. It's been dormant for so many years, but it came and it attacked us. Our walls, they weren't enough."
Oh, yes, okay. So that dragon lives at Dragon's Plume, I presume. That's the location I've seen on my map.
It is. It's been dormant for so long. We thought it was deceased. But oh no, if the mayor is issuing all these words, but how do we know he can trust him? How can he bend nature to its will? What if there's another attack?
You make a very good point. Honestly, if I were you, I'd move. And I'd move to Crossroads. Because Thelrin, it's on the down and out. This place is going to be a little more of a pile of cinders in probably like a couple of weeks. So I'd get out of here, take your family, take your possessions, take whatever you've got, and go to Crossroads, because that's where you're going to be able to build a future.
Well, what is there?
And tell all your friends also.
What is there for me to do in Crossroads?
Honestly, any position you'd like, there's a lot of job opportunities opening up due to an influx of new residents needing services. So
Like pulls down a.
I pulled out a little and I have like a little stick to point at it with like seeds. So there's great growth in the agricultural sector. If you'd want to open up a farm with your family, we'd love that. We would honestly love that.
Damien walks up, his hair slicked back. He's wearing a suit. So as you can see, there's great room for growth and upward mobility within the city itself. I mean, it's such a building point.
Get
all
in
we're
at the
looking-
ground level.
Exactly. The housing market has never been higher there.
Oh, well, I do know a thing or two about farming and raising animals. Like I used to raise cocks for a living. Do y'all have any windows?
Oh yeah,
You still do.
I knew we were going there. Oh, you charmer.
um, um, well, my name's Lorelai. Um, I would, I'll come. I would love to. I'll bring my girls, and we'll come raise all the livestock you need.
Since she's like a farmer woman, is she kind of strong?
She is.
She's got to be like jacked.
She is.
She's like that one woman on
Big
TikTok
dub, big
that
dub.
like splits the logs.
She.
Yeah. All right. This is a huge dub for Crossroads. I'm really glad we did this.
Oh god.
Let's change that to a yes. And this went in a direction I wasn't expecting, but you may both take a point of inspiration.
Oh, yeah. Triple inspiration.
I can finally get back the inspiration that failed me last session.
Oh my gosh.
Tragic.
I was
Tragedy
okay.
struck.
Lorelai plus Gal Pals. I'm saying for window shopping, a maybe.
Understandably. And if they had been completely convinced to pack up everything and move 2 cities over by one random little bird and his weird pale friend coming up to them, then they might be a little nuts.
Yeah. But but anyway, she continues on. She's like, that's not a bad idea. I might have to. It's just we were safe for so long. We just knew we were safe, and now we're what? We're not. The mayor, he makes all these promises, but I just don't know if I can trust him. It's
Politicians are tough to trust.
it's a
Hey,
scary
I'll give
time.
you a personal promise though. We're the adventurers that have gotten Crossroads back on its feet, and we're gonna try and help out Thelren in any way we can. We're only, kind of mid-level, solid, like average adventurers right now, but we probably can't kill that dragon. But we'll figure it out, and we'll get to a point where we can deal with this problem. We're up and coming.
I appreciate your honesty. For some reason, your words I know I can trust. They don't sound too good to be true.
Character.
They don't sound too good to be true, but I know there is truth in your intentions, and that means a lot to me. I feel this overwhelming urge to trust you. For better or worse. And so she goes and she leaves the crowd. She's going to find some of her girls. Because though she does trust that y'all will eventually save Thelren, she recognizes that you recognize your own limitations and that it will not be necessarily soon.
Do you have like Heart of Darkness or something?
Me?
No, I'm just somehow I am perfectly. Bryn is just like he switches between earnest and incredibly dishonest with frightening ease.
So he's like really good at gaslighting.
Bryn, that was amazing.
Well, like he believes it too. Like he does. It's not like he doesn't think he's gonna. Like he wants to help Thelren if he can, mainly because killing dragons is cool and he wants to be a cool adventurer. But
I got you.
He's just.
And Hygeth wants
He
to be
is
a dragon too.
uninhibited by conventional morality.
I got you. Great. Well, let's go see this shop and then see what we can do
All right, great.
to help out this poor unfortunate town.
Yeah, sir.
So as you leave the crowd, you go back down the street you just came, and you go down the alley that was where you heard the noises of the blacksmith. You get closer and closer, and you see that it's actually a group of 3 blacksmiths who appear to have come together and are working full-time to get everything rebuilt for the city. So not only are they building weapons and armor, but they are also there with building supplies in an attempt to be the backbone in the reconstruction of Thelren. would you like to just approach them, or what would you like to do?
Davis, what do you want to do?
I mean, we can ask them if they want to make something, but they do seem kind of busy. But
Yeah.
I don't know if they're. We got to figure out if they're like good smiths or if they're just kind of mediocre, average, normal smiths. Because at this point, I think the only people who will be able to make us weapons that are better than what we have now are gonna need to be pretty darn skilled.
Yeah.
They rolled a 6 out of 20. So
Yeah, let's find someone else.
on their,
More woodworkers at this point than blacksmiths. They're having a
I would say they are more built for, labor, not necessarily for high-end adventurers. But
unskilled petty laborers of no use to us.
aren't y'all level 7?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're
Yep.
a level 6 blacksmith.
Some well-equipped level 7s, however.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we have a +3 weapon that none of us are using.
Well, I thought Hagrid was using it.
Bless you. I guess he is, but he's nobody right now
Yeah.
because he's unconscious in the back of our carriage.
Cuddling up with a illusion.
He's an average VR chat player.
He's average what?
VR chat
Oh,
player.
gross. Okay. Oh, I forgot stream can hear that. I just rolled 96 damage on Damien.
No, what? Why? Why?
Just testing it out. One of these days, you're gonna get the beans treatment. A rock is gonna fall, and you're gonna die.
I don't know why. I'm the one that gives him the most ammo because I'm not gonna leave. That's why he picks on me so much. He's told me that.
Everybody dies.
But so if y'all choose to not talk to them, would y'all like to make your way to the tavern?
Sure. Let's make our way to the tavern, have a nice long rest, and then head back up to the college.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Sound good?
It's a tavern and inn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if not, Damien will just sleep
We'll just
on the back.
sleep
on
on-
the back of the booth.
God. You've kind of reclaimed it. Honestly, you've made it
I
Damien.
mean,
thing now.
yeah, no,
The only way you could react to what was happening to damage control.
Yeah. If only Dream had this kind of damage control.
Seriously, he is not handling it well.
No. Oh, man.
All right. So y'all approach the tavern. As you walk in, it's still relatively empty. Most of the people were at the town square listening to everything. There are maybe a couple people in the back. They're playing chess. And when you walk in, you immediately are caught, or a board of sorts catches your eye with a couple listings on it. But you do see a tall, not Kenka, Aarakocra, behind the bar serving drinks.
Roll for it.
Did I say man or woman?
No, you did not.
All right.
Yeah,
Odds it's a
to be
man,
determined.
evens it's a
Yeah.
woman. It's a man.
Darn.
He is.
Hey. He still might be fine.
Yeah, he's still my feathered friend. Him and I will have a good friendship. Is he packing or is he not?
So-
He's definitely not average
so
based on that
I
reaction.
rolled a d4 for odds and evens to get man or woman. I rolled a 1. For attractiveness, we roll a d10. I rolled a 1.
Ooh.
And for the fun stuff, I rolled a d12 and he got a 1.
Wow. Can we say he's like a plucked Aarakocra? Like he has no feathers?
Yes.
No.
That's
This
why
dude,
he's so butt ugly.
this dude is a Discord mod.
Yeah, this is a Discord
Got a
mod
beer
bird, man.
gut and everything.
He has to talk like this.
You don't have to do that if you don't want to.
No, you don't.
I will
It was a
not be
joke.
talking.
It was a joke.
But I'm sending y'all a picture so you know I'm not lying.
He's his head's plucked except for a neckbeard effect.
I like that.
That's funny. Yeah, so I mean, he's
Uh,
literally is a
I'm funny.
bald Aarakocra with a little gross neck beard on the underside of his beak and a massive beer gut. Quite possibly one of the ugliest individuals you have ever seen in your entire life.
Man,
Yeah.
gross.
But as you come in, I'm not doing the voice.
Sounds like you want to, Steven.
He's fighting back the urge to actually.
Hey, my little kittens.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, the whole bar is filled with tabaxi. These are my kittens.
Oh.
I pay them all 500 gold an hour to be here.
That means that we're in love.
They love you.
Oh man, that's...
You know, I approach the bar and I slide a gold across the counter and I say, "Hey, my feathered friend. I hear bartenders tend to have, you know, they hear the rumors and stuff. So can you tell me any more than the people out on the street can about this dragon attack?"
Oh, well. Well, you see, kitten, that hurts. I want you to know that hurts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
So he goes, well,
Don't let it...
I don't know for certain, but if you look at that board over there, there was a commission that was put in.
Oh no.
There, I realize that sounds terrible.
I put in a commission for some furry porn.
There was a commission that was put on the board, and well, it just happened to be right before a couple days before the dragon attacked, and what it was is you were apparently supposed to meet some individual and take this piece of armor, and you were supposed to cast it into the volcano, and the volcano would be born anew, and the armor would shine out and come back a majestic piece of unparalleled efficiency and power. And what?
Nothing.
But the adventurer who took up the commission, well, like I said, he disappeared a couple days before to go to the volcano, and we haven't seen him since. And it's just suspicious that it happened at approximately the same time.
It is a very suspicious thing.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm not here.
Well, I mean, you could be at the bar
Yeah.
too. Like,
Oh, yeah.
we both just walked
Yeah, no,
in.
I
right?
followed you over.
Yeah.
But
It is very suspicious.
yeah, it's So previously, this dragon was dormant for a really long time, right? Like multiple generations.
That's what all the records indicate.
How powerful was this adventurer that took up the armor
Oh,
to bring it to the volcano?
Like on a scale of 1 to 20.
Yeah.
on a scale of 1 to 2, are we talking CR or level?
Level.
Oh, I guess it depends on if they're a leveled character or a monster.
Yeah.
I'd say CR 30 now. I'd say he was average. Certainly not the strongest I've ever seen, but stronger than many. You know.
This guy's a Discord mod. He's not gonna tell you if anyone's stronger than he is.
But nobody's stronger than me. You know.
Surely not as skilled with the katana as I am.
And
Skilled with the Yikwa as I am.
yeah, if I would have taken that up, I would have been able to complete the mission without waking up the dragon. But I took an arrow to the knee when I was
I have a glandular
2
problem.
weeks ago. And yeah, it caused some glands in my leg to start irritating. And
Inflamed, and he can't move the same.
it's a nightmare. Yeah, he's not as strong as I am, but I would say he's
not skilled with
he's
me.
above average. You know, we got a bunch of guys in here who are pretty weak. There aren't a ton who are strong. But none as strong as me.
Strong as me.
Maybe 10. Level 10 is what he was.
Okay.
Okay.
But
So
then
not too much stronger than us, but still a fair bit. Was he alone?
he was alone.
Well, I'd say the two of us are at least the equivalent of level 10.
I mean, but you also have to think about the fact that he probably had to fight a dragon. Pardon me, friend. Do you know what color this dragon that attacked was?
Oh, well,
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say red.
of course.
I'm gonna say gold.
It was red.
Darn.
Red like my skin.
Yeah. You
Evan.
you might want some ointment.
Yes, that doesn't look healthy.
Oh, well, you see, it is healthy. It is as healthy as I can get because I'm as strong as I can get. Because
It's
do
a
you know
natural
why?
must.
Do you know
These are my
why?
pheromones. They attract my kittens.
Are you mocking me?
No.
No.
Oh, good.
No.
I was
would
afraid.
Never.
I was afraid I would have to use this on you. And he reaches down below
Pulls
the
out
counter.
his Sephiroth 6-inch long katana.
He has
No.
has-
It's the Kirito. It's the Kirito Dragon Blade.
no.
Oh god.
He
Yeah,
has. He does have a 6-foot-long katana. So a massive katana, a massive two-handed katana. He pulls it out.
Can I try to appraise how well made the blade is? Let's see if this dude maybe in the past
Oh,
was
it's a-
actually an adventurer. If
it's
this
a
is
m-
this is the
it's a
mall cop sword.
No, this is a mall katana. It has
Yeah,
to
it's
be.
a-
Y'all
has to
may
be a
roll
katana.
with disadvantage, because I'll tell you in a second why. As
Okay.
soon
What
as
skill would
soon
it
as
be?
he pulls it out, what would it be?
I think it'd
Hi.
be either investigation or.
Yeah, I'm looking. It
Oh,
probably.
hi, Aaron. Fumbles. I didn't realize you were here. Say something next time, man. I think either
It probably would be-
perception,
Maybe insight.
or insight.
I
Yeah.
think this is going to be an intelligence check, so let's do insight. No, wait, insight's still wisdom. I apologize. I was looking at history.
Are you sure we can't do,
Yeah.
we can't do perception?
We'll
Can we
do,
do perception?
bruh.
Okay, insight. I got you.
It doesn't matter. But as soon as he pulls it out, you see that this massive katana is
Oh, that's not bad.
completely covered.
That one is though. I had disadvantage because of the reason he said.
It is completely covered along the back of the blade with all of his feathers. Just laid in line, making it almost look like, you know how katanas have a little bit of curve at the end? It's designed to mimic that along the back with the feathers lined perfectly, so it almost looks like a large greatsword.
That's kind of cool, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like a Monster Hunter weapon.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
the game's Monster Hunter.
What did y'all roll with disadvantage?
I rolled,
I got a 10.
unfortunately, a 9. I had a
And I
good
got a
roll on the first one, but the disadvantage, I fumbled that second roll.
Yeah, I don't have any bonuses to insight, so
I have a +7, but I rolled a freaking 2 on my second roll.
That's tough. But yeah, so y'all are able to see him pull out the sword, and at first you're like, wow, that is impressive. You can see the edge of the blade, and you can see that it does appear to be finely crafted, but the feathers that were laid on it, while they look good, they throw you off, and you're not able to truly appreciate the beauty of this blade. But what does catch your eye next is the blade begins to go down. The Aarakocra.
he's not strong enough to
The
hold the blade.
Aarakocra can't quite hold it up. So you immediately know that this is not his blade.
Is question. Is it's not sheathed anymore, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, do I need to build a
Can
enemy
I-
real quick? Are y'all about to?
Can I? No, trust me, this isn't gonna be anything huge. I don't wanna do. I don't wanna enrage yet. if I don't have to.
Okay.
But okay. So hear me out. Hear me out on this. Okay, so Damien, yes, Zoppy.
This is up.
It's a running joke. Damien, don't this. I'm not memeing this. Has a climb speed, so this means it's specifically spider climb. So that means like he basically has like the Spider-Man, like hands and feet or type thing. If he did like the the ninja like grab, could it stop the katana?
I do feel like it'd be more likely to stop a katana than a normal person doing it.
Yeah.
So, that
I would agree. You just need to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to make sure that you grab the katana and not the feathers.
I got you. Okay.
But
So, would that be a dexterity saving throw then?
I'd probably need 2 of them. I'd probably need an acrobatics check and then a dexterity saving throw. Because it's falling over sideways, so you'd have to jump across the bar and then do it.
It's a 12 on the acrobatics check.
That'll work. It's just a bar. You've done it 100 times
And then-
before when you're trying to reach the back of the booth.
And then I have advantage on. That's a nat 20 on the first roll.
big.
Beautiful.
Big.
And so, as sorry, I got something in my throat. As he's struggling to hold it up, he's going down. You hurtle across the bar, and you're able to catch it. And
Without touching the feathers, I feel like with a nat 20.
okay, you were able to catch the blade without the feathers coming loose and the blade still coming down on you. And as this happens, the Aarakocra falls and lets go of the blade.
Save the sword, not him. Save the sword, not him.
Just let him fall.
I'd like to sort of like grab it by the handle and inspect the blade more closely.
Okay, great. I'm still gonna need
Investigation?
I'll say, give me investigation with advantage at this point.
19 with the first one. Yeah, so 19.
Okay, great. Yeah, so as you look at this, you can see it is an extraordinarily well crafted blade. While the feathers look good attached to it, you can tell that they were attached by an individual after the time of its creation and they were not intended to be there. Give me, let's also give me just a straight, what would it be? I like, give me sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
Mm-hmm.
Actually have an okay sleight of hand for a barbarian. Can I have advantage? Actually, I'm going
Hey,
to...
you do have 1 inspiration left.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn that inspiration.
Before you do, are you sure about that?
I mean, that was a nat 1.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, okay.
and you told me that it'd be a good idea to not... Oh, okay, 15. I can deal with it.
Okay. So you're able to see that while the feathers certainly weren't made by the original creator, they are added and they do appear to actually have a purpose. They have been magically attached. I should have made you do Arcana, but I, for some reason, said sleight of hand.
Yeah, that was weird. I can do it in Arcana instead.
I am coming up with everything right now, so don't judge me with what I make you roll. And basically, the big thing about this weapon, or having these feathers attached, is it lets you cast Featherfall at will.
That's cool. And useful.
And then as you continue to examine the blade, you see an engraving on the near the very bottom, like near the hilt. Davis, what does that say?
Me?
Yeah.
You're putting me on the spot here.
So if you don't want to answer, it's just then Dylan. What was?
I got it.
We'll do it from the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1 sword, just because the name is fitting here. It is luck or pluck. And it was originally luck was engraved at the bottom of the sword, but he hastily added a P because he plucked all his feathers and put it on the sword.
Okay. That was good. So Damien, when you look at the bottom of it, you do see a finely engraved luck written on the sword with a P that was clearly scratched in with something after the time of creation. We'll figure out what the actual stats are for this weapon if you choose to keep it or not. But
Yeah. Shoot, no, I'm keeping this.
That thing's dope. It's like a Monster Hunter version of fucking Sephiroth's katana. It's dope.
Yeah. I mean, there literally is like what's basically a katana. It's called a Yikawa?
okay,
Yikawa?
great.
And it's like a for old D&D item.
Then get like a +1 version of that, and write or add something. Just remember, you can cast Featherfall when wielding it.
I got you. Put a little notey poo right there.
And so
I mean, unless Davis, unless you want it.
I still mainly you have to use quarter staffs to make it work with
Shillagilla.
what's it called? The
Shillagilly.
to make it work with Shillelagh.
Shillagilly.
Shilly Billy Gilly.
Oh, you shilly little goose.
Shilly.
But
Oh, wait, no, that's not what I thought it was.
is there anything else y'all want to do with that sword, or is basically this moment of investigating the sword over?
Also, what is the bartender doing now that he like fell on his ass?
Well, I'm kind of saying we
lost
kind of
his sword?
paused time while y'all were looking at that.
Oh, okay.
And so
I'd like to look very quickly look for any blackmail I can have on him.
Behind the bar, there's got to be some incriminating evidence
Yeah.
back here. This dude has to be doing some fucked up stuff. He's the Discord mod bartender.
so you want to look behind the bar. Okay, great. Give me a perception.
Perception 22.
Nice. So you are able to quickly look behind, and it's like what you would see in Skyrim. There are several different shelves going long ways. Tucked in the very far corner, you see a satchel with letters bustling out of it. Closer to the middle, you see another sack that has a bunch of coins coming out. And then over on the underneath, or the shelf directly underneath the letters, you were able to see a rusty dagger. And as far as what's under there are other things, such as there's some food that can be stored, cold and in room temp, whatever. There's some glasses, but those are the three things. Just the sack of gold, the sack of letters, and what appears to be a rusty knife, along with one very obviously empty shelf for where the pluck weapon used to lay.
I'm saying you nick his money, but maybe you do.
Here's the thing. I don't want to do anything overtly illegal in front of everyone.
That is fair, which is why I didn't officially suggest it.
Yeah.
On the record.
By the way, Steven, I'm doing a +1 short sword instead.
Okay.
Because it's the Yikawa wasn't what I thought it was.
Okay.
Are there any jars full of viscous white substances? Maybe with
some figurines in them, yeah.
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 I'm going to draw a line. And it is going to be after we do this.
Subversion of expectations.
There are a couple of what appear to be commonly known as mason jars, or should I say Jason jars.
Jason jars, yeah, we can't have the Mason Company coming out.
There are some Jason jars, and there is a to look that up. There is a viscous material in there with, but what you see instead of figurines are strands of hair, like little not strands of hair. I should say little clumps of hair.
Tufts.
Yeah, tufts that have been clearly taped together so they stays together. And this feeling that you as a player are getting is the exact feeling that your characters are getting. You don't know what it is exactly, but you know it's unsettling and it does not need to be there.
Start smashing.
He's gonna. Damien's gonna slowly turn.
Pick up and start
towards-
throwing them.
Damien's gonna slowly turn and look at the dudes. Alright, listen. We get 3 room, 3 drinks, and absolute no trouble while we are here. And I make sure no one finds out about your little girlfriend back here.
Your little girlfriend. Oh, this guy is
Oh,
what a character.
okay. Well, you see, I mean, it's not a sign of
Yes,
it's not a sign of weakness.
it's-
This is us negotiating.
Yeah.
I can agree to these terms. I think it is mutually beneficial. And food's on the house. Food's on the house. Yeah.
I'm also keeping this because it's cool.
Oh.
So, Damien, I would be wary. Are you the one who makes the food?
No.
Okay.
No.
Either Bryn, I do not think we should be here.
There are not many
Yeah.
things that I'm not good at, but I can't cook. I have to order delivery a lot.
Ordering chicken nuggets regularly. Yeah.
It's I got excommunicated from my flock for chicken nuggets, but yeah.
I don't
But
consider
this-
it cannibalism personally. I eat all kinds of poultry just
Well, I
because they
mean,
aren't
it's-
tenku. Also,
That's not real chicken.
oh
at
yeah, you
all.
make a fair point.
Yeah.
It's whatever it is.
Exactly. No.
Fantasy McDonald's, man.
Damien like points to the bottles of wine, and like ale on like the shelves behind the bar. You do not bottle any of those, right? Those come from a supplier, correct?
Oh yeah, those come straight from the hub. Absolutely.
Bryn, ale or wine, friend?
I'm feeling wine. I want to get a bit
Wine?
sassy.
You and me both. Damien just pulls off 2 bottles of really nice wine, sets them on the counter, and then grabs 2 glasses before just doing Dukes of Hazarding over the bar again.
Okay.
I'd ask for a bottle opener, but I have a different plan. And I just smash the top of the wine bottle on the corner of the bar and lose probably half the bottle of wine, but I start pouring it into the glass.
Damien like he takes out a Swedish army knife or Swiss army knife and just
I feel you mean a Haven Army knife.
oh yeah a Haven army knife.
Well, we know Chicago exists in this world from Caleb's character, so who's to say Switzerland doesn't too?
That was a drunken vendor. It doesn't exist. I'm vetoing that.
But anyway, so yeah, y'all are able to drink, and the Aarakocra, what's his name? What should we name him?
It's got to be Hunter.
Hunter? I don't know. That feels too normal.
Hunter feels like he'd be like a Monster Energy drinking,
Yeah.
mudding, loving, like different kind of guy. Okay, who's this? I mean, he could be Kyle, the classic
That's a
the
monster.
classic nerd name.
Nah.
What's that? Let me look up Discord mod name
Oh
generator.
my gosh.
Discord mod and name
You
generator.
can call me. Kitten's daddy.
Kitten's daddy. Good name. Good
I'm
name.
sorry. There is one. Oh, never mind. That's a Discord like username generator. I was like, oh my
What
god.
was it?
Oh no, it was like you plug in nicknames and stuff,
Oh.
and it gives you a Discord.
Well, my name is my name's Kitten Lover. Kitten.
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 It's little x, capital X, underscore kitten lover, underscore big X little X.
Fucking gamer tag, man. Okay.
Oh,
Is that your birth name, or did you change it later?
well, I was trying to impress this one little kitten, and she always thought X's were hot. So, being the strong man that I am, I changed it. I changed it to that. She left me.
People wonder why Thelerin is in the shape that it is now.
Do you by any chance follow the follow the teachings of that one bald eagle? What was his name? Andrew Tate?
Oh, yes. Great guy. Like I tried to build my lifestyle around him.
He's a real alpha male here, Bryn.
It didn't work for me.
Tate maxing bird.
I think I'm just too alpha. I'm too strong.
Oh my god.
Nobody could match me, and that's why I'm still single. That's
So
Yes, how
so-
badly does it stink being in this close proximity to him?
you can tell he hasn't brushed his teeth or his beak ever.
Ever?
Oh, dude, no. That's feminine, man. No. I don't brush my teeth. I don't put any objects like that near my mouth. No.
Man, it's kind of fruity to brush your teeth, I won't lie.
Damien looks over and just like, I thought I knew.
No, don't worry, I'm placating. It's called placating. So as a follow-up, would you happen to have any work that is obviously unsuitable for a master swordsman like yourself, but might be suitable to some mid-level adventurers in need of more experience, you know? Because currently I'm having trouble getting my first internship. Everywhere is asking for me to have 300 hours of real adventuring experience for me to make $17 an hour.
Well, I mean, I'm just too strong to go get it, but the original posting is still there to go retrieve that armor. That might be a good one to do one day, but as far as other ones, there's a couple quests to go kill some bears. I think there's a giant there's a giant near Sentinel Tower that there's a bounty out for. I don't know what kind of giant it is. I'm not very well versed on those. They're too weak for me. My kittens don't like those, so. But
Steven, you can stop doing the voice if you want.
what voice?
You don't have to. I like that. This is the real Steven we're talking to.
Oh man.
Steven's power fantasy right now.
Oh my gosh, I'm not enjoying it.
Dude. Yeah. Neither am I anymore. The joke has gone on long enough, Steven.
Oh, but it hasn't.
Oh man.
So, Damien, what do you figure our next course of action is? I feel like that the dragon at Dragon's Plume is pretty obviously a bit out of reach for the moment. We could go back to the college and do the stuff there. We could go kill that giant. We could.
Well, first thing I think we should do is take a nap.
Yeah,
know.
I agree with that.
I mean, we could go try and retrieve that armor.
Yeah, I don't know. God's given me a bad, like I'm looking up to the big man, and he's like, "Nah, man, not right now."
Well, I mean, dragons are smart. We could, talk to them. We could talk to them.
Davis, Nayrul is speaking to you right now. And he says, I am not prepared to meet you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, we can go back to the college. I think I just heard from God too.
Sometimes he speaks, and I don't think we have, withers to bring us back for 200 gold, so I am not eager to run headfirst into any red dragons right now. So
No, that is fair.
I think I would not fudge rolls either. I think y'all would die in 2 turns.
good.
Yeah.
Don't hold back. No kid gloves. So I guess I put my vote towards the college because that seems like the most thing like we could check off.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
So then, great. So, as y'all finish your bottles of wine, y'all decide to head in for the night. And you have a relatively peaceful sleep. I'm adding in a little something. Oh, yes.
I would like to lock the door and bar it before
Okay.
before I go down to sleep.
You may.
Mm-hmm. As well as check the room for any entrances and exits that, you know,
Bryn,
just to really make sure.
Bryn, do you do the same?
No.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What is your passive perception, both of you?
My passive perception
is like ridiculously high.
13.
My passive perception is a 20.
Okay, great. Thank you both.
I will say I am actively looking. So does that change?
no,
Yeah, I feel like you should
this
be
is not for
a
what
little
you see now.
within
This is for
passive.
when you go to sleep.
That's if you go to sleep. You're getting paranoid over there. Bryn's sleeping like a baby, like. You know how Damien's like, bird, pedophile, bird.
Maxie!
Kittens.
Oh.
Kittens everywhere.
For the next time Dylan DMs, I think we all need to play Tabaxi.
I will
Sexy
do the
Tabaxi
you
with
think I won't do the entire session like a Discord mod?
Every NPC we meet is like, well, hello there.
I'll even buy one of those like Moonwolf shirts
And get a fedora? Yeah.
and get I own a fedora.
Do you own a Moonwolf shirt already?
No, I do
Good.
not. No, and I would like to say the fedora was for a costume. It was for a mobster costume.
I can confirm he doesn't. I've never seen him wearing it out. He does not try and pull the fedora off, and thank God.
Exactly.
Because nobody can make that work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's I don't know how long you said that, Clouds, but what's up?
It was like within the past. What's up, Cloud? Or
Yeah,
what's up,
definitely.
Red?
But, with your passive perception checks or whatever, you are both able to sleep through the night as peacefully as you so desire your character to sleep.
Damien sleeps pretty well.
I'm so proud of you, Damien.
It's important to get good
It
sleep.
is, because, like, you've got a big adventure coming up, you know?
And I'm gonna be honest, I got shit sleep last
Oh,
night.
no, me too.
Yeah, but man, we trucked through.
We did. We did indeed. And so as you all wake up and y'all are making your way down out of the tavern, Damien, there is an urge inside you. You walk out and you see the bar and you are just not filled with rage, but again filled with disgust to the point of where you don't think that your trade has been equal. You have a desire to take the rest of the bottles of wine off of the top shelf.
Strange.
Can I make... Okay. Steve, player me wants to immediately roll an Arcana check. Damien,
So I don't feel this urge, despite
you
also
both-
having drank some of the wine.
Really, it's how Damien reacted. He was the one who decided to do it and to take the wine.
Yeah, he's the one who entered into like the deal.
Okay.
is he at the bar?
The Eric Okra, no, he's not even there. Like, he's gone. It's just the seeing the bar. It kind of just fills you with a sense of disgust. It's like, I didn't get enough out of this trade. Like, in order for him to truly be getting off with what he deserves, we have to take more. It's kind of what you're thinking. But if you would like to make a check or anything, feel free to.
Can I do like an Arcana check, because this is very out of character for Damien,
Okay.
and I feel like he realizes it. So Arcana.
Sure.
Oh, that's an 8.
This feeling is entirely familiar feeling to Bryn. He's used to having dark urges, to quote the Baldur's Gate 3 origin character.
What is your alignment again?
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah, Damien, what's yours?
What's that? Descriptions, characteristics, chaotic good.
Okay, you're both chaotic, so I don't feel bad about this. Yeah, it basically goes to, you know, there is something else wrong here, but you don't know what it is. You don't sense any magic, but there is just a gut feeling that he needs to be punished, and since you can't see him right now, taking his best
Is
wine.
there like a basement to this tavern or anything? Like that's where he stores the ale long term or something?
There
Like
is.
I want to do a more thorough investigation of this place now. I've got an itch I need to scratch, and it can only be satiated by finding out what this dude's got hiding, what skeletons he's got in his
Yeah,
closet.
there is.
While you're doing that, Damien will like slide over the bar again, grab 2 more bottles of wine, stick it in his backpack, and then also grab the money from under the counter, if there's any.
There is. There's 250 gold. I didn't necessarily mean for you to do that, but okay, great. He deserves to be punished.
That's all that's coming to him.
Tell you what, do I still have the feeling that he needs to be
Yes.
punished? I'm going to bring out my maul and just start smashing bottles.
Okay, great.
Okay, awesome.
One quick second.
Like The Rock in Walking Tall.
When he goes and breaks the
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the casino.
yeah.
Great movie, by the way, guys. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
So
It's
yeah,
like
so
that's back when he had hair.
yeah. So basically, you go and you immediately just start smashing everything. You took the 2 most expensive ones that were on there, and you were smashing all the remaining bottles of alcohol.
So are the stairs to get to the like kind of basement, are they behind the
They
bar?
are.
Okay. I guess yeah, while I go back there and while he's kind of throwing bottles around, I'm gonna swipe what's left. So you said there was like a bag of letters
and then
and like a
a
rusty
rust-
dagger, and
And then there's a couple.
I'll take
jars
those
of-
just to clear the
Okay.
place out.
And then there's those jars of, you know, the hairs.
Well, that was part of our deal, was leaving those, so I'm gonna
Okay.
leave them.
But yeah, so as you begin to head down, Damien, do you finish smashing everything and follow him?
Yes.
All right, great. You all.
I will say Damien's fangs are like poking at the insides of the bottom of his lip. He hasn't gone in rage yet, but he's close.
That's fair. As you go, you step down into the basement. It is very dimly lit. It's damp. You can hear a couple drips. It is a stone basement.
I have dark vision.
Great.
I do not. Are there like wall sconces or anything to put like
There are
you
a
can
couple,
light a
you
torch
know.
on? I'm lighting them.
Then can I get perception checks based on sound?
Okay. I got a 19.
Got a 5.
You got a rock.
So
I got a rock.
Damien, you're almost grunting.
These
You're
dice
almost
aren't treating me good.
you're almost growling because you know something is wrong here.
Yeah.
But Bryn, you're a little bit more calm, and being more calm lets your other senses kind of take off, especially the ones that rely on sound. And you hear a muffled sort of groan. A muffled sense of like whining and struggling.
Okay, kitten's in the basement. All right, yeah. I'm gonna go down the stairs. I'm gonna light any wall sconces on the way down with the tinderbox, and I'm just gonna start poking around. I figure it might not be immediately out in the open,
Yeah,
but
no, you
I'm tearing this room apart till we find
yeah,
this.
you
this
walk down and there's one bigger room,
person.
and there are
Does Bryn tell Damien this?
No.
No.
Just because
Okay.
he's just kind of in go mode. I figure you're also kind of just let's just break shit and like tear this place down until we find what we're looking for. So I figure you get the prerogative for the moment.
And so as you go down, it is one bigger room, a storeroom. You see several massive casks of wine, and mead and ale and everything. And then there are 3 rooms over to the side. And of those 3 rooms, you know that at least one of those has the noises that you first heard.
So they're like fully closed off rooms.
They are fully closed off.
Doors. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go check the door with the sounds coming. Like, does it have like a keyhole I can look through or anything?
As you get up to it, yes, there is.
I'll peer through it, see what's inside. As best
Yeah,
I
so
can.
as
I will say, if we want to pick locks, I have a relatively okay sleight of hand.
I can
you've
also.
been breaking
I'm not as
everything,
dexterous as
but
the
now you
average
want to pick a
ranger.
door lock.
Yeah, I figured we might just.
Oh yeah,
we might
yeah.
just
No,
smash
I
the
also
door.
have pretty high strength if we want to just
Yeah, just
it
smash
down.
this shit.
But so you go and you look through that first one, and you can't quite see a lot, but you can see some chains that have been bolted into the wall, and they appear to be like hanging away from the wall, indicating that they are attached to something.
Well, let's just smash the door down. So I kind of step back from the door, give Damien like a look, and how about we do like a simultaneous? We both slam the door with our weapon at the same time and just bring that shit down.
I feel like Damien could also just like through it if we wanted to, or we could do badass and yeah, let's do the badass.
Let me
thing.
do something. Jeez.
Let's do the bad. Well, yeah, it's okay. It's okay, Kitan.
Oh, wait, I rolled damage for it.
Katana.
Oh, I rolled a nat 1 to swing the quarterstaff at a door.
Well, aren't attacks against objects either rolled with advantage or always hits?
I don't know. I don't.
think so.
That's a rule I don't engage with much because I don't usually end up smashing shit.
All right, Damien, what's your
Up
roll?
to you.
Seeing like his friends. Damien is going. Oh, I forgot to take the effects of a long rest. Give me a minute.
Yeah,
Let me
do
just
that.
long rest.
Also, what's your strength? What's Damien's strength?
It is a 16.
Okay.
However, he gains advantage on all strength checks and saving throws once he's enraged,
Okay.
which is what he's about to do now.
Okay.
So Damien is going to enter a rage, and he is going to tear the door off of its hinges.
All right, great.
Okay,
And so as
the 17.
I wasn't even gonna make you roll. Okay,
Oh.
great.
Well, I wanted to,
Well, I'm
Steven.
so proud of you. I'm glad you did, and I'm glad you got a roll that you're okay with.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you were able to go just rip it clean off its hinges, but it makes a ton of noise, and it startles whatever's inside this room. So as soon as the two of you bust into this room, a figure who's just dressed in a burlap sack, essentially, a young
H-Dobe.
no, a young woman,
Dobby, anything but
an
Dobby.
adult woman. We're changing this. An adult woman lies shackled. You can tell that she has been beaten and starved. Right here, and give me perception off the rip.
Ooh, finally a 21. A good roll. Come on.
I got a 16.
All right, both of you, I'm okay with giving this to you. While you are immediately taken back with how skinny she looks and how just bruised and beaten she appears, you both notice that she is missing a chunk of her hair. Some of her hair has been cut out. And so, what would y'all like to do currently?
Bryn, can you take care of her?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk first before I let her out, just in case there's something I'm not seeing here. But I'm probably gonna end up letting her out.
Good. I'm gonna go pay our friend a visit.
Okay.
And Damien's going to, stalk back up the um the stairs and try and find his room.
Before that happens, it's like I said, you made a lot of noise when you ripped the door off. As y'all are in the room, the Aarakocra and two individuals are come running down the stairs with you, or at you all. And at this point, can I get
Initiative
rolls for the both of you?
Yes, sir.
Come on, I'm gonna
That's
need
a
something better than
21.
that. That is an 11. I will say Damien's like in scary mode right now. Also, I didn't say what I chose for my bestial form.
Okay.
So I'm using my claws.
Okay.
All right, and I'm ready. Yeah, 11.
All right, all right. So you got, what did you get, Brim?
21.
All right. So, as you come down, the Aarakocra, he is absolutely livid. And what he is going to do is he is probably 30 feet away at this point, and he is going to start flying and just fly straight at y'all. And then he is going to attack Damien with his talon. Does a 10 hit?
No, it does not. It misses wildly.
Yep, I had a feeling. And so he goes, he's like, You animals! How dare you disturb my fortress of solitude?
Oh, God. I'm gonna have so much fun snapping this dude's neck.
Down in the
He's
gamer
flying, he
basement.
goes, "Ah!" And he misses and he stumbles and ends up rolling. Gets back up on your feet right next to you. But he is very, definitely dazed at this point, in the sense of you can tell he is no athlete. He does not belong in this place. And with that, Bryn, it is your turn.
Okay, so Bryn, hearing the beginnings of this commotion, he's was kind of approaching and sticking a hand out towards the disheveled, fucking malnourished woman, but he kind of rolls his eyes and then steps back out into the larger room with the stairs down to the basement, and uses his bonus action to activate Shalala, and then runs up on the Birdman, and I'm gonna give him the old thwack.
Beautiful.
So
Hit him hard.
here we go.
I
Oh,
want
that
to
is
do
a
this.
crit.
All right. So, as you give him a
So-
thwack, what does it look like?
It's gonna die in one hit.
Well, how much damage you do?
Ooh,
Let's
do it.
see.
Do it non-lethally. That way we can interrogate him and make sure that she's actually, bad. Because this
That's
may
true.
be just Steven
Giving us the
messing
blow.
with
Okay, so
us.
15 bludgeoning damage, and then let me roll the 2d6 necrotic.
So that 15.
Oh, wow. And an extra 11 necrotic damage. That is almost max roll for the necrotic
So-
damage.
The necrotic damage gets applied first, and then you're using the bludgeoning damage as non-lethal.
Non-lethal, yeah.
He's knocked out.
Mhm.
Quite literally, if there was, getting beat half to death, theoretically you have to get beaten a second time. That exact amount to know if it was half to death. A single hair could land on him and he could die.
Okay, so I figure he's eyes fuming with anger at Damien. He's not super focused on anything else, and I just step out from in the other room and just walk on up to him kind of quietly, not even really quietly, just kind of casually, and then just right in the back of the head.
Yeah, he goes down like a rock. He hits the ground with a thud, and then the other two just go quiet. And immediately the other two are like, "Oh, whoa." Talking to do we run? Do we fight?
I got another one of those coming if anybody wants one. You know,
Damien's like everything short of foaming at the mouth at this point.
The other two they're immediately like, do we fight? Do we keep going? Or and then let me roll something real quick.
While you're rolling that, I think this is a really cool little detail. Damien's eyes, like in the dark, have like that sort of silvery glow to them.
Okay.
Another thing I'm pulling from Blade, because Blade is just such a good movie.
All right. Yeah. So the two is your turn up? Is Bryn's turn up?
I mean, I have another attack, so if these two aren't immediately running up the stairs and fleeing,
Okay.
I'm going to break one of their legs with this quarterstaff.
So the other two, they're like, they've seen our faces. If we don't get them now, we're dead. We can't leave. We'll never be able to have a life here again. We'll be no. And so they immediately they stop grumbling at each other, and they theoretically behind the Aarakocra, at the same time. I'm just gonna say they're 15 feet closer to you, so they're 15 feet away from you at this point. But they are choosing to fight.
So how much movement did I use going away from the prisoner
10
to
feet.
this? Okay, so I still have enough movement to get to these
Yeah.
guys. I'm gonna walk up on the closest one, and I'm gonna try and give him a schmack.
Beautiful.
Ooh, another nat one. I've lost my nut punch twice over already, and I wasn't feeling the mojo on this one. I was feeling myself too much, and I flat out whiffed on this guy.
Okay. So yeah, you.
What's the damage die on the quarter? Oh, never mind. I got it right here. Okay, I got you.
All right.
I'm assuming you were doing the 1d8 plus 3.
On my screen it's 1d8 plus 5, but yeah, the damage die is a d8.
Yeah. Great.
So anyways, the other guy, the two guys, they're coming up. It's one of their turns. The one that Bryn just attacked. He's gonna dual wielding a small dagger and a larger sword. Not large, but larger.
I understand how dual wielding works. You don't dual wield two blades of the same length. You gotta have a shorter one and a longer one, otherwise they get tangled.
Its first attack misses Bryn. Its second attack misses Bryn. Its third attack misses Bryn.
Weave.
Dun, 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 dun.
With that, Damien has been foaming at the mouth, twitching, ready for a chance to dive in and do some damage, and now is his opening.
Go!
Damien's gonna go after the one attacking his
Okay.
friend. So he's going to swipe with his first attack, go for a hit with the maul. That's a nat 20.
Hell yeah.
Let me see that damage.
All right. On. Meh. 17 damage. Oh wait. 17 plus.
Is
It's
that
a
not
19
doubled?
damage. That is doubled.
Oh.
That's already. Or wait. No, it just doubles
Yeah,
the.
it doubles the
die.
dice number. It doesn't. Yeah, that's it did the same thing for me. We don't.
Oh well, in
We have
that
to
case,
calculate it more
yeah. Do we
ourselves.
just? So the first one, because it's 2d6. Either way, it's.
I mean, I guess
what?
add your
Oh, right,
modifier again for damage, and it should be
Hmm.
what it would have been
Mhm.
then. So I think another like
Well,
plus
5 plus
3.
2, 14 plus.
So you should. I don't know. I think it's 20.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah,
Yeah.
what's you?
It should be
Okay,
20.
20?
I think. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Is he down?
No.
This guy
No.
hired some not entirely pathetic people to defend him, apparently.
All right. Well then, like the Maul like comes in, sweeps, and then Damien's gonna come up with a claw attack.
Beautiful. Let's see it.
It's gonna be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, so that's gonna be 1d6 plus 1d4. So, yeah. So that's gonna be another 8 damage.
Alright.
Is he bloodied yet?
No.
They brought some good backup.
And
But we're better.
Yeah.
is that the end of your turn?
And that concludes Damien's turn.
Great. So then it goes to the other hired help, and he runs up and he just saw you attack his friend, so he's gonna attack you. And his first attack misses. And his second attack misses. And his third attack misses.
Damn.
I'd like to think that he's just, and Damien just like turns and looks at him like, really?
Understandably, he's a little nervous. I mean, if I saw a dude with like a giant fucking maul and claws foaming at the mouth attacking my friend, I'd probably be like, I'm helping you.
With silver eyes and like
me-
fangs.
Let me help myself back up the stairs, perhaps.
Bryn, it is your turn.
All right, my go.
Aarakocra lies unconscious at your feet. Or at someone's feet. Damien's feet.
At the wall.
Yeah.
I am stepping.
Wait,
Not
the
like-
Aarakocra that I just attacked?
No, there was only one Aarakocra. The other two were just thugs.
Yeah, what
Okay.
are just his other
Just-
bodyguard
yeah.
dudes.
Okay.
I'm gonna step
about to
over to
say, I-
Aarakocra, stepping on him along the way, just to show my disdain. And I'm gonna go gank this dude Damien's attacking
Beautiful.
and wail on him too. So first I'll use my action to make 2 attacks with my quarterstaff. And as another crit. What the fuck? That is crazy.
Only best friends, execute pedos together.
True. I'm
great.
gonna turn off crit mode because I think I'm just gonna do this myself. So ignore his first roll, because I'm just gonna do it where I roll a normal roll and then just double the number
Okay.
afterward. Okay, 16 bludgeoning damage and then 9 necrotic damage on the
Is
first
the-
attack.
Okay. 16, 9, 25.
Yes.
So at this point,
And
he
no.
is very bloodied.
Okay. I'll come in with. Okay, actually, first I'm gonna use my bonus action to make my bird attack. See if we maybe can finish him off with the bird. Okay, I don't feel like wasting the damage. I'm gonna use the bird on the other guy and hope I can kill him. So I'm swinging at this guy one more time with the second attack. Why did I roll damage before rolling 2 hit? I rolled a 2, so I miss.
You do miss.
So I guess I will have my bird attack the dude I just
Okay.
attacked. So here comes his attack roll. I have to add the modifier myself. So, okay, I mean it's an 18 without modifier, so I assume
It
that hits.
hits.
And it's gonna be 1d4 plus 6 slashing damage. 7 slashing damage.
All right. You can tell he is on his last leg, but he is still very much alive. And it is his turn. He's still he realizes that they're in trouble, and he's like, we've got to gang up on one of them. We have to hit one of them. So he's going to attack Damien, even though you and your bird just went after him. Oh, it's a hit.
Hooray! Finally, these guys hit somebody.
Damien was distracted.
Damien
Understand.
takes
Lot going
5
on in here.
damage, 5 slashing damage in case you need to half it.
Yes, I
It
do.
does.
So that's actually only 3 slashing damage.
Then,
Shit.
with his second
Does-
sword attack, he misses, and with the third one, he misses. Damien, it's your turn.
So it's kind of like one of those moments, you know how in Infinity War when Tony is like beating the crap out of Thanos, and like he finally gets a scratch, and it's just like, oh man, for a drop of blood. Yeah, Damien's gonna immediately go after the dude that attacked him. I said all that just to say
Okay.
that. First one's gonna be a 23 to
That
hit.
misses. I'm kidding. That
okay.
hits.
I figured. All right, and then that is going to be 8 damage from my
with
maul.
that-
Oh wait, actually no, 10 damage. 10 damage.
With the 8, that is enough to render this individual deceased.
I just swing my mace straight through his head.
Mortal Kombat fatality, blood everywhere. Horrible way to go.
Yeah, and so as soon as you do that, the walls of the inside of this cellar are completely painted red. You have a second attack, good sir.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna turn my attention to the next dude. How far away is he?
He's on you.
He's on me? Okay. In that case, I'm gonna whack him again
Beautiful.
with my maul. A 22 to hit?
Well, the 21 hit. I think this one hits.
So that is going to be 11 damage.
All right.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
Beautiful. So it goes to this. I've decided to flavor him as a Aarakocra rogue, or not rogue, thug. I'm sorry. So this second Aarakocra thug, the one still remaining standing, is going to attack Damien because he smells the blood. Ooh, a crit.
There we go.
Where he
feeling
did
himself
minimum damage. So that is 8 damage.
Did he really?
That is.
I had 2 crits on Baldur's Gate 3 yesterday that did 6 damage.
That's insane. That's why the Savage Attacker is a beautiful thing. It also works
That is a very
on
nice
smites. So if you.
Yeah, very helpful.
So that is 8 damage before you half it. A crit that does 4 damage. That's rough. All right, that was his first attack, and his second is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that does 8. That does the same damage as his crit.
Dang.
And then
Right.
his third attack is a 19 to hit.
A 19.
Guys,
That'll hit.
he's broken the bad luck. He's fired up now that his actual friend is dead, not just the neckbeard.
You know, he was actually a shonen protagonist.
And that does.
My friends are my
That one
power.
does 6 piercing damage.
Okay, that's
It's
still.
still halved. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I think as long as it's non-magical damage and it's like slashing, bludgeoning, or piercing.
okay.
Yeah, you resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Oh, that's like including magical.
Yeah.
All right, Bryn.
Juicy
It
juice.
is your turn again.
Well, I'm gonna stick with what I've been doing. Smack him with the stick. That's gonna be a 15.
A 15 would hit, but since he's able to see you, he's going to use his reaction to increase his AC by 2. And as such,
Okay,
that
he
misses.
parries. Having a little exchange of blows. So then I come in with the second attack, and this one is a 21, which will hit,
Absolutely.
and it'll do 7 bludgeoning and 1 necrotic damage, and then I'll use my bonus action to command my bird, and the bird will attack. So roll a d20, 14 plus. It's my spell attack modifier for my bird. Plus 7 is a 21,
Gosh, okay.
so that'll hit.
Yeah.
And then a d4 plus 6 damage. That'll be 9 damage.
Okay.
9. Sorry.
9!
Sorry. It was force of habit.
Inappropriate.
Understand.
Damien, having come off just obliterating this poor Aarakocra's head into nothingness, you are looking at the last one standing. What would you like to do for your turn?
I want to. I want to go at him with the maul.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Let's see it. Let's see
Does a
that
12 hit?
12. That 12 does not hit.
All right. You know what? I could stand to heal a little bit. I'm gonna bite him.
Okay. Let's.
Oh, that's not gonna hit either.
No, sir. That 9 does not hit.
Mhm.
Um,
So I try and it just doesn't work.
was that a 1?
No, that was
Okay.
not a 1. It was a 4.
Okay. Because if it
Man, Damien's got a little knocked up, and then it threw
Because
him
if
off.
it was a 1, you were going to bite yourself.
Yeah, I know the things that we
And-
discussed.
The
Well,
boy.
I was going to say you would heal yourself for the damage you dealt, just because I think that'd be funny. And so now the Aarakocra thug is feeling himself. He misses that first
Get the
attack. He
room.
misses that second attack, and an 18. Does that hit?
An 18 will.
All right,
hit.
he does 4 piercing damage to you before it's reduced.
All right.
Gosh.
Nice.
Imagine attacking someone and being like, "Oh, that only did like 3% of your total
Two
health."
See,
Alright,
I've
he's
figured it out.
chipping away, chipping away.
It's because Damien, it has like his whole blood mode, so it's literally just like it's a very slow regeneration.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got like a slow healing factor.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So that's, or at least that's what I'm going with.
The head
I'm
kid.
with
Yeah,
it. I'm
yeah,
with it. I
that's
am.
my hit.
I respect it. And so Brent, it is your turn again. There is one Aarakocra thug remaining.
I'm gonna smack him.
Go smack his ass.
That's a 24 to hit.
Good shit.
Hey, Liv, whack his pee-pee.
9 bludgeoning and 2 necrotic, and then so total of
And he
11.
is bloodied
Here
at
comes
this
the
point.
second attack is a 25, and it'll be 7 bludgeoning and 5 necrotic for a total of 12. And then bonus action, command my bird. That'll be d20 plus 7 does a 15. He'll parry the bird's
He-
attack, right? Because it's a 15.
Is the bird's attack a melee attack? Then yes, it will.
Okay, so he's like fucking flailing his sword around, deflecting these little bird claws. And I am my turn.
All right. And then, bam, Damien, it is your turn to see
Damien.
what you can do.
All right, I got this. It's gonna be great. Watch this, Bryn.
I'm watching. Go get him.
All right, I'm gonna try and strike at him, with my claws.
Let's see it.
Oh, there we go.
Let's
25.
see it. Okay, do the damage.
Form of beast claws.
Don't forget to add your +4.
Gotta
Plus
be-
1d4.
Oh, you're right. Let's see here. So that's an automatic 8. So that's gonna be a 10 damage. And now I'm gonna try and go for another fanged bite.
He is.
That's a nat
very
20.
bloody.
Bang, bang. A lot of crits this fight. We've been fucking.
Mhm. There really has been. All
The
right, so
dice
just
have been weird.
ignore this roll.
Okay.
So. Oh, come on. Darn. I should have
No,
kept
don't
the
make-
other roll.
Ugh.
All right. So that's either way. That's gonna be 5. So
Okay.
and yeah.
So how exactly does this go down? If you had to guess, you know.
So Damien basically tackles this dude to the ground and just slashes at his stomach before just going at his throat. And after he's dead, and a few more slashes have been had, Damien slowly stands up. He's still raging, but he's just got blood dripping from his mouth and from his hands.
Okay.
And he just looks at Bryn and just, let's talk to our friend, shall we?
Wait. I've got an idea first. And I want to, as much as I don't really feel like touching this guy, I want to see if he has the key on him for the chains that the other lady is tied up to. Because I want to unchain her and then put him in the chains.
Give me just a simple sleight of hand check with advantage.
Okey
Just
doke.
'cause I like
I'm not actually
rolling.
proficient in this. Ooh.
I've got a really cool.
Thank God you gave me advantage. I got a 19.
Beautiful. You find it. You find the key on the Discord mod's body.
Davis,
Okay.
I've got a really cool idea for a kill when we're ready to
All right,
take
yeah.
him out.
Hell yeah! Once we execute this man, we shall see. So actually, the other two. So you said there were 3 rooms connected to this one.
Yes, there are 3 smaller rooms inside this one bigger one.
Do the other 2 rooms, like, can we open up the doors, break them down if we have to, and see if they also have chains in them? Because I guess I don't want to release her until we know that it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of chaining this guy up, giving him a little taste of his own medicine.
Yeah. So as you go, you check the other 2 rooms. One room has another woman, this time with black hair, but she is deceased on the ground.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll unchain her, and sadly, and move her aside, and then bring our limp bird fat man in here. I'll probably need Damien's help because I'm not very strong, and this is a big old bird, and we'll get him chained up.
Can Damien do a medicine check to see how long she's been dead?
You can try, absolutely.
Oh, that's gonna be a 5.
She's been dead for 5 days.
5 days?
I don't know.
I'll make a medicine check too.
Yeah.
Damien's like looking at her inquisitively, like, and he's like, 5 days.
Even I'm a DM you something, and I wanna see.
Ooh,
what you think.
okay, I got a 7.
Okay. The 2 of you believe she's been dead between 5 and 7 days.
So I look up, and you were like 5 days, and I'm like 5 to 7 days. Neither of us seem especially confident though. But yeah, she's dead. That's what counts.
You're right.
Steven, check your DMs. What do you think? Because it'd be like instinctual as well.
I would let you try.
You'd let me try? Okay. Damien is going to sort of like he's like still feral mode, so he's like down on all 4s, and he very like carefully crawls over to her. And he takes out a knife and like slits his wrist. And like dribbles the blood into her mouth to see what happens.
All right. So at first nothing seems to be happening. But you do get this urge that tells you to bring her along.
Okay.
So, at this point, y'all have tried to revive the dead woman. Have y'all freed the other woman?
Not yet.
Yeah, I want to find out just exactly what the deal is with her first.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna wake up the bird once we've got him all chained
What
up.
was that?
Yeah.
My annoying ass roommate.
Oh, I got you. I was like,
Okay.
He normally doesn't do that. It's weird.
But so y'all wake him up, and he comes to, and he's what happened? He doesn't know where he is, and then all of a sudden he sees Damien. Did you pick up? Did y'all hear that? Because that was my roommate.
No, I didn't.
You didn't pick up the woman?
No, not yet. I've like leaned her against the wall, but I haven't like picked her up. Damien is still on all 4s, kind of next to Bryn.
Okay.
Still like, still angry enough to be feral. I'm assuming that he still like feels that urge that he felt before.
Yeah, I'd say. And so as you wake up the Discord mod, he comes to, and he's very dazed, but he does see the 2 Aarakocra thugs that he hired slaughtered, well, half of one of them, slaughtered before him, and he goes into an immediate panic. He rolls over onto his butt and starts, sliding, backing away.
Mhm.
I'm gonna slam down the tip of my quarterstaff on one of his toes and
Yeah.
just establish.
You handle the questioning. I'll kill him when it comes.
That was so
Sounds like a
quick
plan.
and painful. Wow.
Yeah.
Bryn has
Never start with the
experience.
head. The victim gets all fuzzy.
But it's all fuzzy. But Bryn has some experience in the realm of
Oh
torturing.
my goodness. Okay. Okay. He lets out an immediate just a yelp of pain, and he's petrified. You know, he can't move at this point. The pain has petrified him. He's already so close to death.
I'm pretty short, so I figure without even crouching, I'm kind of at this dude's eye level.
Okay.
So I look him dead in the eyes and I say, "You picked an awful bird to get captured by. You know that?"
He just looks. And he's like, yeah.
I spent 5 years as my Roost's personal clan torturer, and I'll put all of it to use if I have to, and if I want to, and I kind of do. So, if you want to lighten your pain a little bit here, I want you to tell me everything about these women you've been keeping locked up in your little cellar here.
Well, you see, yeah, well, these women, they love me. They asked for me to take care of them and to keep them alive, and that's what I did.
Bryn, can I kill him yet?
No, I'm just starting.
They wanted to be here. They asked to be in the presence of someone strong, and I am strong. So
Now, we both know that exactly none of that was true. So, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to start again and tell me something that makes some sense, or we're just gonna start going down the line, toe by toe, then finger by finger, and we'll see where it gets us.
They wanted me. They wanted to be here, but their families wouldn't let them. So they stayed with me. I kept them safe.
Okay, we're skipping toes and fingers. Scav, take one of his eyes. And the bird puts one claw kind of grabbing onto the side of his head, and just the other one jabs into his eye socket and painfully pulls out his eyeball.
He's screaming. Just blood's pouring out of his face. He's no, it's not true. I'm sorry. They didn't want me. They didn't want me, and I wanted them. I needed someone. I needed something, but they refused to accept me. They refused to love me, so they were forced to be kept somewhere where they had to love me.
Man, I try not to judge people by their appearances, but sometimes it really is entirely warranted. So, anything interesting, any fun facts you want to tell us about these ladies before I set you free?
He begins to chuckle. He's these young ladies. If only the others would have learned, they wouldn't have had to end up as this one over there. And he looks at the room that has the deceased woman in it.
The one that we're still in?
Oh, y'all still there? Okay, then
yeah,
yes.
that's the one we unchained.
I
that one
apologize. He looks at that woman, says, or else they wouldn't have had to end up like this woman here.
I spit on the floor and walk out of the room. I presume Damien gets the memo.
Yeah, Damien's gonna grab him by the throat and raise him into the air.
Beautiful.
And as he's sort of holding him there, he's actually gonna do something. No. He's gonna drop rage.
Okay.
I want you to realize that this is not a choice of my actions because of some violent emotion. No. This is me doing the Lord's work. Your blood He's not good enough for me to spill. And with that, I just, with one hand, just
Immediately snap his neck and his head goes limp.
And it's easy because Bird's got hollow
do.
bones.
yeah. So it's literally just the
Just a
Yeah.
little,
And then-
the slightest little movement.
and with that, I sort of want to scoop up the woman that we were told to bring, or we had the urge to bring
Yeah.
with us,
Um,
and yeah.
And I looked at Damien as he presumably walks out of the room with her, and I'm kind of leaned up against the wall just beyond the door, and I say, "Okay, you take that one to the carriage. I'll free the one in the other room and help get her situated. I'll meet you back up there in a minute. All right?"
Of course. And Damien's got like his cape draped over
Okay.
her body.
okay.
And he carries her out, puts her like puts her in the back of the carriage, gives like an off look at Hygith and and actually just because he has a feeling that something might go wrong, he moves Hygith to like the front seat. Like the shotgun
Okay.
seat. Just because if something does happen with that chick, I don't want her to freshly wake up with one of our party members
fair.
asleep in front
That's
of her.
fair. Okay. Great. So while that's happening, Bryn, let's go through what Bryn is doing.
Okay, so I take the key I got from the Aarakocra. Is the woman like awake but just kind of faint,
Yes.
or has she just been
She
okay?
she is awake. She is conscious, but she is weak.
I'll walk in and I'll kind of, I don't know. I'm just gonna unchain her first. She seems like a normal woman. I'm not really afraid, and I figure being free would give her a lot more immediate relief than some weird birdman with a quarterstaff covered in Aarakocra brains and shit
Yeah.
trying to talk to her.
And so she immediately falls down and like you can see the sense of relief immediately cross like her entire body. But as she opens up, she doesn't see you for who you are. She sees you as a birdman, and she immediately screams with everything she has. How would you like to handle
Hey,
this?
hey! I kind of I'll throw my quarterstaff behind me as a show of like I'm not here to harm you, and I'll say, hey! I'm like half the size of those other birdmen. We look nothing alike, okay? I'm half as tall and I weigh a tenth as much, especially the dude who was keeping
Especially
you
the
down.
Discord mod.
If anything, you're being racist.
Yeah, you're the one being racist right now. I say, and I mean, if you want any more proof that this is done, he's over in the other room, or what's left of him. But you're free to go. I suppose I'd like to know who you are and what you plan to do. I imagine getting back to life after being trapped down here for God knows how long is going to be no small feat. So I wanted to offer my support because I know what it's like having to start anew after something horrible happens.
And it's safe and
Yeah, so she
and it's very safe and crossroads.
she extends her hand asking you to help her up.
And I extend her a little feathered hand and
she
help her onto her feet.
she walks with you, leaning on you a little bit to help her walk into that other room where she sees the Discord mod. And she's I can't believe the torment is over. Am I allowed to say that? Lasagna, thank you.
Hello, lasagna nipples. I'm a fan of your name.
lasagna.
I
dig the name, it's
both
great.
parts, honestly, if we're being honest.
I'm a fan of both lasagna and nipples.
Yeah, I don't know how well they'd combine, but in isolation, they're great.
And so,
Sounds like a fun night with an Italian man.
or woman, but okay, whatever
Or
floats your
woman.
boat.
Whatever floats your boat.
But so, anyways, she walks over. She's like, I can't believe it's finally over. I'm finally free. These past few gods, I don't even know how long I've been here. This time in my life is over. I'm free. And she reaches down. She goes to hug you, and as she does, she stumbles, but she's able to quickly regain herself and like, can you help me? Can you help me out of here?
Most definitely. Is there anywhere you want me to help you get to?
And she's like, are we even still in Thelrin? If we are,
Yes,
can I
though.
get to the square?
I can help you to the square, but I don't. Depending on how long you've been down here, Thelrin might be a bit different than last you saw it. The dragon at Dragon's Plume recently awoke and attacked the city.
Oh my goodness.
It's, a lot of the city is under reconstruction right
Oh
now.
my good. Were the people hurt? Is my grandfather still here?
I'm no expert on the situation. Me and my friend only dusted into town yesterday, and we haven't found out too much of the details.
Okay. And she's like, well, please just get me into town. I'm sure I'll find someone I know.
Yeah, so I'll help her up. Maybe on the way out, we'll see if there's anything like back in the kitchen we can feed her, because I assume
Okay.
she's starving. So
I
we'll
mean,
get
we
some
have
food and some
rations.
water
We've
in
got
her.
rations on the wagon.
There are rations in the bar when you get up there. So there's a little bit of food she can eat on. She can regain more strength. And as y'all walk together, Damien, do you want to join them or do you want to stay with the carriage?
I want to stay with the
Okay.
carriage. I want to sort of watch the other
Okay.
girl and make sure that she's still, dead.
Oh.
Because
Stay that way.
Damien doesn't really know what he did. All he knows is that he did something on
Yeah,
instinct.
I got you. And so, as you walk with her going back towards the town square, you see another crowd gathered. You see the older, large man who you believe to be the mayor up there again speaking. It's like, people, we are here again today. Progress is being made. Despite all the loss that we have recently encountered, we are working together to build Thelrin back better than ever, stronger than ever. And as you're walking there, you can see her ears perk up as soon as she hears that voice speak above. And she just starts screaming, "Papa, Papa," and runs forward into the crowd.
Ooh, friends in high places.
And she struggles at first, but then is able to weave her way through the masses and get to the soapbox that the mayor is standing on. And immediately, as soon as the mayor sees her, he just whispers Margaret, but it's the entire world seems to go so quiet as soon as he whispers her name that everyone here can hear it. And he goes, "We've been looking for you. Like we thought you were dead. We've had so many bounties put out looking for you to pleading for your safe return. It's extraordinary. We had no idea. Where have you been?" And at that point, Margaret goes and she points to you, Bryn, and the sea of people seems to part, and you are able to walk up to the mayor and the woman you now know to be Margaret. And she goes, "He saved me. I was being kept in the dungeon beneath the tavern this entire time." And
I mean, it wasn't just him, but sure.
Yeah, that was a third cell we didn't even look in. I assume since we only heard one person like murmuring and making a live person
And he
sound.
did say like them, so I'm assuming that there's just one girl. No one knows she's there.
well, I've dropped a couple hints. I hope you were listening. But the mayor goes, I can't thank you enough. It's like I said, it's been 3 months since we'd last seen Margaret. We thought her gone for dead. Margaret, grandbaby, like, I'm so excited to see you. And he just takes her
Well,
up.
it's not even her dad.
It's a grandfather.
That means more money.
And so basically the town, they don't get loud, but you can feel the spirits rise. They know that immediately there is now hope for their city again.
Bryn feels very tempted to start hawking Crossroads again, but there's something deep in the cockles of his dead heart that says, that seems that seems in bad taste. I'm gonna let them enjoy this.
Thank you. And so anyways, the mayor asks you to come over and says, what happened? What did you find? what is going on? Like,
Well, myself and my friend Damien, who is currently attending to our cart, is we stumbled into town yesterday. Just we're pretty new to this continent, and we were having our way, just finding places and stuff. And we happened into town, went to the tavern, and let's just say we got a bad feeling from the tavern keeper. He was quite the character. So we rested the night, and we couldn't get this kind of itch out of our heads that there was just something deeply wrong going on beneath the surface of this place. And well, we kept turning the place upside down until we found down in the basement cells where people were being held hostage. Needless to say, the tavern keeper and his bodyguards are dead. You can find them down in the basement. But they shouldn't be a problem for your town anymore.
and he's like, this is difficult to believe. He's been here longer than any of us, but Margaret, is what he's saying true? And she looks up and she nods. She corroborates everything you just said, and he goes, well, you said your friend Damien, you mean the world to Thelrin at this point. If there's anything we can do for you, if there's anything we can give you, let us know, for we are in your debt.
It's at this point that Damien rejoins Bryn, and he's like, "Pardon, does anyone have a wet wipe?"
Just covered in blood and
Yeah,
brains.
Mr. Just-
And the mayor steps down off his soapbox and comes to you and is like, it's not wet, but I do have a handkerchief you may keep. And he hands you a handkerchief to
thank
clean
you.
off with.
Damien, like, sort of, he's just like, is it? I'm assuming it's like a white
Yes.
handkerchief. And just, and just puts it back in his hand.
The mayor looks at it and goes, well, maybe you don't understand. Maybe it could be different cultures.
Different cultures, yes.
When I say you
Yeah,
can,
he's from a
when I
distant
say
culture.
you can have it, that means you get to keep it, and I don't need it back. And then he puts it in your hand.
No, really, I'm good. I have a handkerchief back in the cart.
Oh, no, then you need to. It's like I said, we're in your debt.
You need to. Okay.
Thank you, kind sir.
But yes, pardon my friend here. We are strange sorts, I won't lie, but when are adventurers ever ordinary? If you could do anything for us, we've been rebuilding the town of Crossroads since it was destroyed a few years back, and we could use anyone who is able-handed and no longer wishes to live in Thelrin, be they politicians, farmers, artisans. All are welcome. It's
We
a growing
actually
community.
we need bankers. We need a mayor.
Yeah, any politicians
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
want a new start?
You know, any merchants, a trade route. You know, merchant caravans.
the mayor speaks to you and says, well, unfortunately,
Luxury resources.
I am the only one who is any experience in the governing of a city, and I can't leave Thelrin, especially now that I just got my granddaughter back. But our bank was completely destroyed. I'm sure, he points at a couple people in the crowd, I'm sure they'd be looking for jobs. It's going to be at least a couple years before our bank is rebuilt.
I completely agree. Yeah, Bryn.
Yeah. Send them our way. We'll pay for their transportation to get to Crossroads, and we'll help get them set up.
He's like, well, listen, this feels like such a small price to pay, assuming they're willing. Is there anything I can give you? Is there anything I can do to truly explain how grateful I am for you?
Well, you know, we do actually charge a pretty hefty adventurer tax. You know, there's a few things, and Damien puts on the little cap with the green visor.
Start pulling out your checkbook.
Do you happen to have any mithril mithril armor?
The mayor looks at you and starts chuckling and says, "No, in the sense of items that may help an adventuring party, I must say I am severely lacking. But
No.
I do have
In that case,
4,000.
we will take 5,000 gold.
Damien, I know normally I'm a bit greedier than this, but taking that much money from a community trying to rebuild itself, wouldn't you
What?
agree it's...
No, that's fair. That's fair. 4,000 seems much.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that. As much as you feel willing to part with, given the deed we've done you.
I literally cannot thank you enough, and I want to assure you
6,000.
that this gold, it comes from my personal coffers and not from the city, and I am more than happy to award 2,000 gold.
Wait. You coughed on this gold? I don't want to get sick.
I put my hand over
Okay,
my mouth.
great.
And
If you
nose.
don't want it, then I'll give all 4,000 to Bryn.
No. I'll take. Okay.
4,000 gold, and none of it goes to Higgins because he didn't do anything. 2,000
Exactly.
ahead. Let's go!
Start dabbing each other.
And he's like, is there anything else you would like?
Could you give us any details about, I assume, being in a authority position like you have? Do you know anything more about the dragon attack? What may have motivated it? The adventurer who was commissioned to go out there? Who commissioned this job for them to go put this armor into the volcano?
So, the mayor goes and speaks to you, and he's like, it's not necessarily my job, and so I don't make it my business to know
Understandable.
who puts out what quest. I did hear about it, and it was apparently designed to make that armor nigh impenetrable, but I do not know. I do not have the information that I can bestow upon you. I apologize.
Do you know if there's any kind of quest master in town maybe that manages the board who could put us in contact with whoever put this job out? Because we're potentially interested in following up on it, and we want to make sure that we have any and all available information to help put Thelrin's dragon problem to rest if we can.
Yes, and I'm going to take note of these.
Well, originally,
And he pulls out his
the
journal.
original delegate sent by the Adventurers Guild, he was killed in the attack, and so since then we have had the Discord mod running everything, but there should still be.
Is that actually just his name, the
I
Discord
forgot what we
button?
were calling him. So.
It was like Kitten Master
Well,
or something,
refuse
wasn't
to
it?
say that again. I have officially drawn the line. But there should be more information on the actual bounty. There should be multiple bounties listed there. If you go back to the tavern, you should be able to get access to it.
Okay. I guess I'll go take care of that. Damien, make any demands as you see fit while I'm gone. I'll go grab that.
Of course. So listen, honestly, could we just? I mean, did we already get the
Yes.
gold? I actually only have 2 demands. Your Highness, Your Highness.
He chuckles and says, "Please, you are a friend now. You need not call me Your Highness."
All right. So I only have 2 demands. One, could we have like a house inside of the city for when we're traveling out this way? That's my first one.
That's a hefty demand, but I
I know
think-
it doesn't have to be nice, just like a place to
But I
stay.
think you are in a, oddly enough, fortunate position as we are rebuilding. I believe we can probably have a place built for you.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. And then my second one, can I have that cloak?
Oh, this old thing. Oh, listen, if you can beat me in a game of high card, it's yours.
A high card? All right, let's do this. I am down to clown, as it were.
Bryn sends psionic waves out into the air, instructing Damien that he should do this game at the tavern. Because I want to watch.
Let's do this at the tavern.
All right. And so the whole crowd is like, "Oh, gambling, let's go!"
Yeah, game.
And so as you're walking by, the mayor happens to ask another question. Before we get to the tavern, is there anything that you found while here? Was there anything extra that might be worth the townsfolk knowing?
Did we
Bag
find
of letters.
Letters.
I mean,
Can
we
we-
found
can we
found
see
the
that?
we
Yeah,
also found a jar full of this viscous white fluid with like hair
Yeah, I think
in
it's
it.
some kind of alchemical concoction. I
Yeah.
wouldn't mess with
Okay.
it.
It might actually, or maybe he was trying to turn over a new leaf,
line.
and it's like a potion of some
We're
kind.
forgetting that liquid.
I think he was trying to make like a homunculus because he put some of your granddaughter's hair into it, and I think he was trying to create like using her DNA like a mini her.
Okay.
But
Terrifying.
yeah, here's the bag of letters and other news.
And so the mayor opens it up and starts reading it, and he's going one by one by one. It's like this can't be. This can't be. They're all dropping to the ground after he's done reading it. He's like this.
They're slithering.
I'm imagining it's that scene in Ratatouille where the little chef dude is reading the letter. He's like,
But what all of these are, or give me a perception check, or whatever you want to roll to figure out what this
Well,
is.
Whatever I want to
Whatever
roll.
you want to roll for this.
What's my
oh,
range?
holy crap! The die got perfectly stuck between a 1 and a
Athletic.
19, and it gave me a
That's nice.
19.
I'll give it perception.
So I got a 26 on my insight check.
I got a 9. I'm too busy looking at cards.
So
Busy thinking about your high card strategy.
You look at all these letters and you realize they're not exactly letters. They are all bounties for missing women.
Oh.
This individual has been doing this for so long, and you have thwarted such an evil thing by accident. At this point, you feel an overwhelming sense of goodness in you that your chaotic neutral self hasn't felt in a very long time, Bryn.
It feels good to do a good deed every now and again, even if I didn't really intend to be this good, to be
Well,
honest.
that's the best part about being chaotic neutral. You don't necessarily intend to. You know?
Yeah.
And basically,
It's the unlikeliest of
yeah,
heroes.
and at which point, the mayor finally regains his composure and speaks unto you and says, the heroics you have just committed are without a doubt rivaled by none. You have ended an injustice that was happening under our very noses that we knew nothing about for decades. We cannot thank you enough. When Thelrin is rebuilt, I know you work for Crossroads. Let us know. We will do everything we can to accompany you and to hopefully one day pay you back for everything good you've done here.
Well, I suppose the first long-term goal we should set is establishing positive relations between Thelrin and the rebuilt Crossroads. So let's get some trade going. Let's foster two communities that are rebuilding, and we'll help each other out.
As tell you what, depending on how far along the builders are in Crossroads, we could potentially even send some builders over here to help out.
Totally.
You are godsend. The two of you are godsend. This could not have come at a better time. And if you were able to take care of the dragon, oh my goodness, this entire half of the continent would be in your debt.
You don't say.
It's a lot of people to have in our debt.
Could be a good idea,
and
Bryn.
The
Just saying.
mayor,
Maybe we get armor. Maybe we get armor.
Yeah, maybe we get the armor, a few magic weapons and stuff like that.
the mayor instructs a couple servants there to come and pick up everything and says, we need to go through this. We need to contact everyone. We need to figure out all the information we can about this so we can inform everyone who needs to know. And then, but Damien, are you ready?
I'm ready, big boy. Let's do this.
All right. You are going to roll 3 D100, and you are going to drop the two lowest.
You guys
By
should
the
death roll instead. That shit would
What
go
is
hard.
death roll?
by the way, I just want to say this. Oh, I shouldn't have done that all at the same time.
Yeah, I'm rolling 3 of them
Let's see yours.
separately.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a re-roll. I got like
No way.
yeah.
I just did 2 of my rolls, and they were both 35s.
Alright.
That sucks. Okay, so
So-
death rolling is the premier form of WoW gambling, and you start at a number, and then each of you roll a number. So probably you'd start at 100, and then roll a d100, and you subtract your roll from the 100, and then the next round, the person starts with the number that you got after subtracting,
That's
and you're basically
so,
going-
I like that.
and you're going
so
down.
complex.
It's not that complex. And then you go down until one of you rolls, like it basically takes it down to 0,
Okay.
and whoever does that.
I like
wins.
that. Okay, let's do that. We're both at 100.
Oh, I rolled 90.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right, so we're both at 100.
Okay. I roll. Well,
Yeah, so
that's a
basically just go back and
97.
roll. Okay,
That's
so
a
it stays, No,
97.
that's not. We'll say that's not what you subtract. That's actually that has to be what you subtract. So you subtract
So I'm
97.
at-
We are now
I'm
at
at
3.
3. You are now at 34.
So now roll. What you use? You both are working off the same number. So like someone, whoever, you're both on the 3 now. So you go back and forth with the 3. So when someone rolls a 2, it goes down to 1, and now you're between 1 and 0. So like I guess roll a d3 somehow. So like Google roll a d3.
All right. Steven, I do believe it's your turn to
So
roll.
I've got to roll a d3.
Yeah.
I guess roll a d4 actually, because you have to include. So if you roll 1, that's the equivalent of rolling a 0.
Oh, I got it. Oh, I got to hit stop. 3.
Okay, so it stays.
Wait, I don't subtract 3?
So I mean, I think the rule it is kind of complicated. I won't lie. It's easier in WoW because it does all of the math for you, so you don't actually have to think that
Alright.
much.
So now
But-
I roll as well, right?
I think he just hit 0 though.
Okay. So does that mean he lost or did
Yes,
he
he
win?
lost.
Oh, cool purple cloak.
And he looks at
An
you.
absolute victory for the people.
The mayor looks at you and he starts chuckling and he goes, "Oh, it's good to have a little bit of fun." He takes the cloak off and hands it to you and says, "You deserve this."
Damien immediately puts it on. It's too big on him because the dude's
He's pretty jacked.
punkier. Yeah, and Damien's much more lean cut.
All right.
All right, we should probably get moving towards the college since that's what we were planning on doing to begin with.
And
Yeah.
at
So
this point, the mayor and everyone else in there is like, again, we cannot thank you enough. Like, please, that safe journey's on your way.
Of course. Bye.
we'll be back. We'll be back. We got to get a little bit more experience under our belt, but we'll be back to take that dragon down in 2 shakes of a stick.
Do we level up? Do we level
Dude,
up? Level up?
we'll talk about this after
Level up?
stream.
Okay. Hey, Bryn, can you take the reins? I want to make sure, just something tells me that something might happen with the chick that we brought with us.
Yeah, I don't know what came over you to make you do that, but it's your little pet project. Keep an eye on it. I'll steer the wagon. for the
Her,
game.
she's a person.
So at
Well, she was a person until she died. When she comes back, she may be a person again, but for now, she's a corpse.
Yeah, we'll do.
So at this point, sorry. You begin on your path going up north, heading towards the fount again. And are y'all okay calling it a night at 9:30? I don't know how much more
sure.
we can do in 30 minutes with our 15-minute break. So okay.
Yeah. Or do you want to just call it at 9:45?
Yeah, maybe we could kind of set up what we'll do next
Okay.
session. Like we'll go into the college or something and figure out who we're gonna talk to.
Okay, great. So y'all make your way. Let's do another one of these then. Haven't done one of these in a minute.
A little
Oh, it's a
D100.
D100.
Oh
Both
yeah,
of
who
you
wants
do
to
it.
roll?
There's gonna be 2 of them.
Both?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Welcome to another Minecraft Let's Play. That's 84 for me.
That's a
That's
4.
impressive.
Hashtag twinning.
So as
Four,
you're
four
making
gang.
your way towards the fount,
It's a foregasm.
Bryn, it's almost it's almost like you get this overwhelming feeling that something is about to happen. And at which point,
It's the foregasm.
at,
the
at
hero
which
gasm.
point a
No. God, no.
singular black dog just runs right across, he pitch black, just runs right across the path and disappears into the high grass on the other side of the road. You can't quite tell what this omen means to you, but you know it is something that is going to weigh heavy with you for the rest of this journey, trying to figure out what it is. Shortly before long, while you're still focusing on this, you do end up in the fount. Are you just passing through, or do y'all want to do a little bit here?
I mean, do we want to pass through? Because
I mean, is there any good shopping we could
There
do
is-
here in terms of
there-
magic items? Because we did
If-
just make a windfall of 2,000 gold we could spend.
Magic
I-
items, you're going to
here's the-
find the surplus in the college.
yeah.
So
So
we'll
let's
take
keep
our
going.
shopping there.
I was about to say, because I don't know how if this chick comes back to life and she's a vampire, she's gonna be hungry, and I don't think that's a good idea to have her in the middle of a marketplace.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It'd turn into a meat market real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
So y'all make your way again, headed north towards the college. And let me check this. 84.
Also, by the way, Steven, you 100% misspelled cloak.
Cloak?
Mhm.
How do you spell?
It's A before O.
Yeah.
Cloak.
Okay.
Cloak. It's cloak. Can't.
So as
You know, I'm sad when we went to Klingman's Cave that we didn't ever visit the Oculus. We're gonna have to go there at some point.
some point,
Something tells me that's where the big bad evil guy lives.
some point.
Some point.
Oh wait.
So, as y'all are making your way, you're getting towards the edge of the college, the edge of the mysterious fog, and out of it, a group of like 10 gnomes, coming out. They're literally bouncing with glee, like they're jumping up and down. They look ecstatic for some reason, and they're just bouncing right by you. They're cheering. They're like, "Hey!"
Hello, adventurers!
Volbrin would kill you.
Hey, oh,
Is there anything y'all want to do? Like, talk to him, let him go? Do what?
Damien sort of like whispers to Brent, "Yo, we have a dead body back here. Maybe let's not stop and make social calls."
Sure. We'll keep moving.
So,
Or the bye,
So y'all-
gnomes.
Yes,
Bye.
y'all-
Best of luck wherever
y'all-
you're
y'all,
headed.
you know, greet them with a wave, but y'all keep on your merry path. And before too much longer, you do make your way again to the gates of the college. The fog there is strong as ever. And as you get to the city, you are again encountered with the college taking up the entire leftmost, the entire left side of town. And then you can see the bar / tavern, and you can see the magic item shop from the last time you were here, along with several different houses. What exactly do you believe that the two of you would like to do?
Have I noticed any change in the woman's condition?
That's going to be a thing for next session.
A thing for next session?
I've got to have some time
Okay.
to think on
Slow
that.
metamorphosis.
Okay. I guess, can we just, as much as I hate to, like, if she wakes up tied up, can we, like, tie her to one of the posts inside the wagon and go ahead and walk in and do some shopping?
Yeah, let's head to the magic item shop.
Yes, y'all can restrain her, and then you can go and you can take care of what you need. So, y'all do that, and you walk in. Let me pull up a couple of the things, and the man greets you again, and he's like, "Oh, it's good to see you again. It's been a while."
Hello, my man. We are here to spend some money.
Yep, we've had a busy couple of days, and we're all the wealthier for it. So
Mhm.
show us your best and most expensive items, and we'll see if any of them catch our eye.
Well, let me tell you, the
I
Wizard's
don't know about
Quizzard,
you, Bryn, but I have over
the
3,000
Wizard's
gold.
Quizzard
I've got 3,500 gold.
always has fantastic magic items for any and all. So what you think you're looking for armor? You think you're looking for what do you think you're looking for?
I want armor that, won't incur disadvantage, but will, like, make me really tough and strong. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Something that will raise my AC above 16,
Let me look and see what I have.
which is pretty low for a barbarian, if you ask me.
Would you be interested in some medium armor?
What does he have any magical properties?
Um,
I love real quick. I love like the evolution of Damien's accent. Like it starts with the
properties.
magic properties.
uh,
Like he's gotten much looser. He's not as
Yes,
formal
he's
anymore.
he's a lot less uptight.
well, this is mainly for druids, but I think we can make this work. This first off, this is from Dragons and Stories, but it is their Wild Moon armor. I will send you a picture of it if you would like. But it was an imposing armor crafted from enchanted wood from an ancient forest. It has sigils of ancient curses etched into the grain. The armor pulses with a feral essence, and the eyes of the carved beasts glow with otherworldly light under the moon. While wearing and attuned to it, your AC is set to 17. In addition, this bonus applies to your natural armor when you are shapeshifted, and any form that would grant natural armor. You have Curse of the Wild Moon. When you are attuned to and wearing this armor, you bear the curse.
Oh, Steven. If it's cursed, don't tell me.
I feel like this is why you would want it.
Is it like a good curse mainly, so there's not like a consequence really?
This is not a. Yeah, this is a good curse.
Okay, then I guess if it's a selling point, the
Yeah.
shopkeeper would probably know
when
about it
you are
and tell us.
attuned and wearing this armor, you bear the curse of lycanthropy. Is that how you say it? In
Yes.
the presence of the
Lycanth- yeah.
moon, you can use your action to undergo a transformation into a lycanthrope. This specific form
That's
of lycanthropy you assume is selected when you first don the armor and can be altered only during a full moon. This transformation lasts until dawn or until you are reduced to 0 hit points, at which point you revert to your original form. You can choose to revert back to your natural form before dawn using action, but you suffer 1 level of exhaustion due to your on your body when you do that. So it basically gives you 1 use of wild shape every night.
Yeah,
It's kind of sick.
The beast.
Can I actually send you an item?
You may.
So it's called the Bloodstained Ring from Loot
You
Tavern.
send it to me on Discord text.
I'll just read it out. Loot Tavern, once again, one of my favorite homebrew item creators. Ring rare component a file of undead congealed blood. Originally devised by a crippling hemophobic vampire, this ring was meant to help its wearer become accustomed to the scent and sensation of blood. It is said that it never truly accomplished its purpose, and tales abound of an emaciated, deathly pale figure skulking through the darkened streets in the dead of night, starved for millennia but unable to eat. Draining Touch. When you reduce a creature of challenge rating 1 or higher that has blood to 0 hit points with a melee attack while wearing this ring, you can siphon some of its blood to create a skin-tight glove around your hand. No action required. Which lasts for 1 minute. While this glove lasts, you have resistance to necrotic damage and are under the effects of the Vampiric Touch spell. +7 a hit, no concentration required. You can make the attack granted by the spell as an action or bonus action, but only once on each of your turns. Once this property of the ring has been used, it cannot be used again until the next dawn.
Okay. Send it to
So
me
there's
and
that.
we'll look at it, okay? I need to be able to see it.
Alright. I'm gonna copy the link address and then send it to you through
Okay.
Discord.
But the shopkeep at the Wizard's Quizzard goes and he says, "Well, I've got another interesting ring for you. This ring I tried to sell it to you last time, but y'all weren't interested for some reason. But are you aware of Constitution?"
Yes.
heard of it.
Yeah.
Well, this
Pretty
ring
cool.
the headmaster made. It is the life ring as she donned it, but it's she needs to work on her names. It's a Constitution ring. While you wear it, your Constitution is immediately set to 19.
Quite nice.
Yeah.
I want to suck your dick. I mean blood.
I want to suck your dick. I mean dick. I mean dick. I mean dick. I mean.
Dick.
Um,
Now, buying this ring would only give me +1 to my constitution anyway, like the modifier.
okay.
What's my
So,
constitution?
I
It
probably will
would-
remain my stance.
It would give me plus 19. It would give me +2 to my constitution.
Probably worth it then, because I mean that's 2 hit points every level, so you'd get an extra
Yeah.
14 hit points and a bonuses to your con saves and stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
How much do you want for it?
This one's probably going to be about 400 gold. It does have impressive.
I'll take it.
It's fucking jump change, buddy.
Then it's a deal.
That
it's
there
a
is
deal.
the tip of the iceberg, bucko. 400.
Absolutely 400.
All right, tell you, I'll give you 415. Keep the tip.
Thank you. But now I've got to ask. When you left, El Toro was with you. Is she okay?
Yeah, no, she's fine. She just went in the, and I go ahead and put the ring on. 19. She's studying some cool stuff.
So
Uh,
she's still at the
over
World
in-
Tree.
Oh yeah,
okay,
she's still at the
okay.
World Tree.
Then what is it y'all are doing back here?
Oh, we had some stuff to take care of, and you know she wanted to stick around.
Okay. So I understand. So,
Yeah.
hey, listen, I clearly I am glad to have y'all back. But Bryn, was it you? You haven't said much today. Is there anything you would like? Is there anything you're looking for?
I'm quite good on the armor front, and unless you have any quarterstaffs or clubs, I'm most likely set on the weapon front. But I have 3 open attunement slots that I need to fill with, rings, magic bracers, magic cloaks, any kind of magic accessory.
Really, anything as long as it has to do with the arcane.
Yeah, just like I need stuff that I need to accessorize. I've been a bit basic lately. I'm just wearing my armor and my little normal cloak, but like, let me get souped up with some random magic drip.
Well, if drip is what you're after, let me look something up for you. Let me check my
Holy
catalogs.
crap! My AC is now 18.
Very nice.
I didn't realize Constitution affected AC as well.
I think it depends what your class is. I think dexterity
Probably.
will do it for some, and constitution for others. And well, if you were looking, if you're looking for something, just interesting, I have an intro. Let's see. You want drip? Let's see.
You-
Note that it doesn't need to be stylish. It needs to be effective, but style is preferred when possible.
I've got to check in the back. Let's see what we have. I guess you don't wear that. I think you would like it. It's called a Scroll of Yahoo. You ask it one question a day, and it answers whatever the question is as truthfully as it can.
Interesting. How much for it?
This one, it's pretty useful. I bought it for 750 gold. I would probably like to make a profit. I'd probably sell it to you for 1,000.
I'll put it on the back burner for a bit. I'll stew on it because that is a very useful item, but it's kind of an intangible benefit at times. I need to make sure I remember to ask it some good questions in order to make that value back. Though, I mean, how much information does the scroll know? I mean, if it answers the question correctly most of the time, right? So,
For as far as I can tell, it's damn near omnipotent.
you know what? This is too useful.
But
I'll shell out 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold.
A deal is a deal.
Fantastic. Now there is something else that you might find interesting if you want some drip. It is now Headmaster Scantily did not make this. I'm not entirely certain how I even came up with this, like how I even acquired this, but there is definitely a description that calls these the bracelets of bonding. It is said to increase the bond between two individuals who wear it.
You know, I've been
We're
meaning
getting closer.
I've been meaning to forge some bonds between me and some people. How much for them?
There's a price listed on here for 500 gold, but like I said, I don't even know how this got here. Like, name your price.
Say 5 gold. Say 5 gold.
I don't want to insult. I will give you 200 gold for him.
You know, it's like, I guess, it's like I said, I don't even know what this is. Yeah, take it, absolutely.
Thank you, because I plan on using it as a gift to an admirer, and I'd hate for her to think that I got it for too cheap, right? There's got to be some value.
Keep the receipt, man. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Would you like a receipt? I can draft one up magically.
Yes, I would like a receipt, but we'll save printing up the receipt until after, because I mean, I've still got plenty of money in the coffers if you've got more items.
Steven, I just sent you.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool item, and it doesn't seem too OP.
I will give you this one for another 750.
Another 750? Okay, great. Would you like to describe what it looks like, Steven?
Well, have you ever played Skyrim? It looks, the torso looks a lot like the Nightingale armor, is what I would say.
Some drip.
So this is some drip.
Alright, it is the second skin of the Shadowborn.
Exciting.
This one is from the... I don't know what this one's from. But if you came up with this one, great. It's an amazing item. I love it. It's
Love it. Love
cool.
you. You're cool.
Yeah. Anyways, armor class is only 11 plus your dex modifier.
That says 12.
How? Oh well, then they messed up on the homebrew item page. Either way, you get 2 cool things. Shadow Stalker. When attuned to this armor, you gain a +2 bonus on stealth checks. When you are dim, light, or darkness, this bonus becomes +4. Swift as Nightfall. As a bonus action, you can cast Misty Step. You can only use this feature once per day. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
And my armor class doesn't change because it's my constitution that's bumped it up.
okay.
What do I want? Now I'm starting to browse some magic items as well. No, that's not a good. Man. saw an item called Candle of the Deep and immediately thought about fucking the Deep.
Gosh.
The boys. The Deep.
Now if you are just
I really like this armor. This armor is
if
really
you are
cool.
just looking for just some drip you can wear, might I recommend this ram horn ring?
By the way, if anyone would like to see what the armor looks like, I just posted it in the From the Shadows General. It's all the way at the bottom of the Discord chat. It's almost. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I'll
you
say it afterwards.
finish.
No, I was just gonna say it's almost looks like a combination of like Geralt's like Witcher armor, the Nightingale armor, and then also a little bit of Black Noir in there.
Yeah, the shoulders definitely give some Geralt vibes. The shoulders and kind of the collar area.
But yeah, I dig it.
That's a nice armor.
All right.
Cool. There's so many fucking items.
There's just so many cool items.
So many cool items.
I would implore you to look at this. This is we have two rings that you might find interesting. The first is a ring of contraception. The second is like a.
Please tell me that doesn't do what I think it does.
Well,
I think it
course
does.
Headmaster Scantily made it herself.
Of course she did.
This one is
Alicia,
the.
I'm just saying, I think she's going at it with the students.
Oh, you had better
So,
watch
no
your
way.
mouth.
She's better than that.
This is the silver ring of the golden realm. You may activate. What was that? You may activate this ring.
That was
Active.
that was some heavy. That was like Blanche from
What was that?
Golden Girls.
You may activate this ring, and upon doing so, your next successful melee attack deals an additional 2d12 damage. The target is also knocked back in feet equal to the die roll. It is you half that distance for every size over large. It can be used to batter down barred wooden doors, but it only has one charge. It can only be recharged by eating your greens.
That's a cool item. I like that. Popeye. I don't know how well it. I don't know if it's an item that I might forget to use, and that's part of how I evaluate items. Is would I use it regularly enough to remember
That's
I
fair.
have it? I might do what I did last time and just continue sitting on most of my money. I've made some investments. I've got some
You
knowledge.
have.
The scroll of Yahoo will be an immense help in completing more quests and making
Yeah, I'm
more
terrified
money.
of that. So you got the bracelets and you got the scroll. Damien got
Yes.
the armor, and we're looking at the ring.
He also got the other ring, the El Toro's ring, not El Toro,
Which one?
Scantley's
The
ring.
Constitution ring. Yep, you're right.
But-
All right.
yeah.
And so
So that leaves 3 more ring spaces for
yeah,
him?
you can have 2 rings per hand. Yep.
Mhm.
All right. And so with that, if y'all are done shopping, I think that's a good spot to end it.
Yes,
So,
sir.
I again want to thank everybody who came out today. We got some new followers from Lasagna Nipples. We got another gifted sub from Aaron Audio, the absolute goat when it comes to Dice Ring.
Yeah. We're gonna have another payday soon. Baron keeps at it.
But again, we want to thank every single one of you for coming out. We do have a couple announcements we'd like to say. Next week, we will be interrupting our regularly scheduled broadcasting with a Christmas-themed one-shot we're looking at potentially having 2 additional guests on. So I hope you all come and you all get to see who we have on. It should be a very good time. We've got a couple other announcements that will be being made eventually, shortly, come the new year. So please make sure you're sticking around because we have some fantastic stuff you're not going to want to miss.
Exactly. It's going to be great. Make sure you are in our Discord because that's where you will find out the quickest. Sorry, I had to go a little crazy there because it's such a really cool thing that we're planning. Make sure that you go check out our Patreon. We have from there. Check out our YouTube to catch up on any From the Shadows that you might have missed because, you know, you don't want to be left in the dark.
That was good. That was good.
Go check out our Instagram. You know, make sure that you're following us on all platforms because you never know. We might release something on one place but not in the other place, and then it's over here, and then it's over there, and then it's everywhere. Go check out our good friends over at the Oak Lounge Games. They might have some new cool promotional stuff up soon. So that's fun. Right now they do have a Black Friday sale, so go check that out because you could save up to, I believe, 70% off. Don't quote me on that. Not only that, but you got code DiceRoom10 for an additional 10% off any purchase that you make. That being said, I have been Chaps. That has been Davis. That has been Steven. Wrong way. That has been Steven. And this has been the Dice. We'll see you next week. Same dice time. Same dice.
And that's Ben at the bottom. Say hi to Ben. Or bye to Ben. But
bye Ben.